Can you unmute yourself? Stop it. Oh no, boys and girls. Saturday night at the Atheist. We have a lot of energy in the room tonight.
You need to change your avatar to Eeyore.
Yep.
Hold on, I guess we gotta start.
We have Satan and Lucifer in the chat, and we're trying to get them not to fight with each other.
If the siblings in a room together, they're going to break out in a fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of them. Satan says he's going to join, I guess.
Yeah. Whatever. As long as it ain't P. Mars.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody has a line that they won't cross, right?
Yep.
That was a fun little chat on Germania earlier today.
Germania was fun. Been an interesting talk. It was pretty cool.
Oh, Andrew's got some fighting words for you.
That's right. He's just tackling from the balconies.
Yep.
He's ready to go.
Yeah. So the stream link is in the chat, or it's in the description and somewhere in the chat, because I just wanted to open it up and just let this thing roll tonight. Not sure how much I have, but I did want to play this Cordova thing.
Sure.
There's a guy on there, and he was saying something about God. I don't know. Hard to say. And it was, it struck me. Every now and then something strikes me. It's completely weird. Let me see here. Okay, sound test. Sound test? Nope, not working.
Sound test? Speed test?
Okay.
Sound check?
Test working.
Check.
Sound check. Okay. Let me share this before we get going or the room gets too full.
Gets going.
Before the room gets going. Hopefully the room will get going today, because if it does, it probably ain't going to be from me. Where are we? Nerf, the problem of evil. So there was also a really interesting chat going on by somebody. Let's see, share audio. Okay, seems a little helpers in the back room. I'm worried. Okay, Satan, what you got? What you got for us, Satan? Satan's muted.
Oh yeah, that was me. That wasn't saying a little heifer, but I just noticed the Kool-Aid
Okay,
man.
I can't remember why I tagged this. Maybe there was no reason. Maybe this will mean nothing, but we'll try. Okay.
I'll throw in a nickel's worth, Sal. As I've gotten older in Christ, I came to know the Lord. My sister led me to Christ when I was about 12 years old. I remember sitting on a bunk bed and we were looking at a 4 spiritual laws track. So it's not been a perfect living of the Christian life, but I have walked or tried to walk with Christ since I was 12. And as I've gotten older, one of the best summaries I think that capsulizes or encapsulates reality as a Christian, it's a sobering thought, but it's helped me clarify a lot of the just ugly things that life seems to throw at me, or ugly things going on around me. It's the fact that the universe is really belonging to God. Not only did he create it, but he set up the reality of the universe in a way that is only known to him. It would be a pretty low-level God that would allow someone like me to understand him beyond maybe how an ant crawling on the dirt understands, the bird in the tree. In other words, if we understand that by necessity there is a creator, and we know that apologetically and logically. Why? Because matter doesn't create itself. It never has, and matter can't create itself. That's impossible. That's called fairy tale or magic wand thinking. So we know the reality and matter didn't create itself, and we know life didn't create itself. So there's a logical necessity that there was a creator being, therefore this being is personal, meaning.
Oh, that dude is really confused.
Yeah. Did that sound like garbage or what? Hey,
Yeah.
It's just typical Christian assertions.
But it was
Before you change your screen, is Satan, little helper, going to speak? Don't change the screen speed until.
yeah. Satan's little helper tells who you
Hey,
Hey,
are.
who?
tell us about yourself a little.
I just debunk Christian arguments. That's
I think
about it. I just like to go on live streams and hang out,
debunk all day long. Okay. And welcome, Danny. Yeah, we were worried.
You're what?
I was worried
That
that Satan's little helper was actually somebody else.
me?
No, yeah, you. Yeah, we thought it was one of your sock accounts, but then you popped up and it's like, holy shit, there's two of them. What are we going to do now?
Oh, shit.
Anyway, I thought that was like a pretty okay. First of all, they were talking about divine hiddenness, right? And the reason that, and this whole stream had been about Sel's favorite quotation is that like it is the privilege of the gods to hide the truth, and it's the privilege of kings to work hard to discover it, or some fucking thing. And so his whole point is that there's divine hiddenness because you have to work really hard. Only the people that are worthy and that really seek the truth are worthy of being saved. So that's why God hides, his shit. And then he does that. Matter, nothing comes from matter. That's magic. Matter creating matter is magic wand kind of stuff. And God creating matter is not magic wand kind of stuff. That's miracle wand kind of stuff. I don't know what the fuck. Anyway.
Don't you love
Miracle
that?
wand and magic wand. They make a distinction between magic and miracles. Does anybody understand that distinction?
Yeah. No.
Yeah, I think the idea is that miracles are divine intentional explanations.
Okay. But isn't magic like the intention of the person with the magic wand?
I don't really know what's meant by magic, honestly. Other than
Well, you have a magic wand and you do an incantation and you flick the wand and something happens.
yeah, but I don't see why that wouldn't just be there wouldn't be a naturalistic explanation for that.
Well, there wouldn't be there could be a naturalistic explanation for
Yeah,
that.
like think about Harry Potter, right? Like they have all their incantations, their spells, but they have to do things in a particular regular way to get the effect. It's just a different nature, different laws of physics or different laws of nature there.
Okay, but in a wizard with a magic wand that just flicks his wand and something happens, how is that different than God saying a word and something happened?
Yeah,
And
it's basically about logos.
I just don't know what you mean by magic. Like the best.
I mean miracles.
The best understanding of magic that I have is that something may be popping to existence with no explanation. But you see here they're positing an explanation. So I mean, if you want to tell me what you mean by magic, I rarely see that word in the philosophical literature.
Okay, in Harry Potter, okay, nothing happens just spontaneously. There's always somebody intending for it to happen.
Yeah.
Okay, and so that is the same as God intending for it to happen. It's just the mechanism that they use to get it to happen that would differ. Magic wand, you could say God uses the word. Apparently he created the word, right? The logos or whatever. I mean, what is the difference? What is the distinction between those things?
I mean, the distinction between like when I intend to like build a and when God intends to like create the universe? Are you asking the difference?
Yeah.
Yeah,
What's the difference?
Oxford. Just to give a quick, Oxford defines magic as the power of apparently influencing the course of events by using mysterious or supernatural forces. That's Oxford's definition of magic.
Yeah, then the whole question of what supernatural means, that's where the discussion shifts. But the idea is that I don't know how Christians define magic, but I know how they define miracle for the most part, and they just define it as a divine intentional explanation.
Who's got all the mic noise?
Satan's got a lot of noise going on there.
Oh, is it Satan?
Yeah.
Satan, what are you doing? Are you mowing the lawn?
It sounds like he was outside and it was wind noise.
Oh, okay.
Isn't there some magic off in the Bible, in the Old Testament, between Yahweh and some other gods?
I still don't get the distinction. God intends to make something. The magician intends to make something.
Yeah, so
the
look,
distinction?
I don't understand.
One of them they call magic.
I don't know what they mean by
gods.
magic, and I don't know what
false
you mean
gods.
by magic.
False gods. Right? What they're calling false gods in the Old Testament. They do magic. And Yahweh.
Yeah, okay. I mean,
does
they're making
miracles.
the distinction, but I don't think it's a real distinction.
Of course not. Come on now.
Yeah.
I mean, you accept the distinction, right?
No.
Wait,
No.
you don't you?
I don't.
Don't you distinguish between magic and non-magic?
Magic and miracles.
Magic is fantasy. Non-magic.
I just don't. Can someone tell me what magic means? I mean, Dessel tried to, but I think then he's just gonna have to define supernatural.
I don't accept the distinction between miracles and magic.
Okay, then I don't. Okay, so you think those are the same? So when you God intended miracles are the same as a magician doing something. It's just that God did it instead of the magician. Okay, so what do you mean by a miracle then? Do you mean the same thing as Christians?
A miracle, making a tree suddenly bloom up in the middle of
That's an example. What does it mean?
Okay, well, what does Hume say about it? Because that seems about the closest.
Danny, there's that. I just want to ask a question real quick. So, Danny, when I read the definition, it said mysterious or supernatural forces. So since there's a disjunct there where it could be either mysterious or supernatural, do you also need a definition for mysterious? Because
no, that can't be it either, because I think a lot of things are mysterious with respect to natural explanations. Like I think dark matter, or I don't know, you can think of an example.
I think that's fair.
The thing is that magic is a very elusive term, and when I use the term, I'm describing like worlds in which the laws of nature are different. So like in Harry Potter, for instance, right? And if you want to say miracles and magic are like the same kind of term, then there's nothing wrong with that. But just make sure you're using the same term as the Christians are using the same. If you're being critical of them,
they have the same definition.
We're saying that equally is elusive. I mean, if you define a miracle as an act of God, right, something that God wills, then everything's a miracle according to some Christians.
Yeah, but there's going to be like they distinguish.
There's no difference between the natural and supernatural.
Yeah, but they distinguish between like directedness and indirectedness, right? The idea is that like, yeah, they do. Like the idea is that there's what follows immediately from God's intention, and then there's like the set of causes, sort of in between that immediate state and some other particular state in the number line.
I don't know what that means.
So like, look, if I push the domino, okay, the intention, the first domino falling between my intention and the first domino falling, that's direct. Now the dominoes falling much later, that's indirect, right? From what happened in the first event where the first domino fell as a result of my intention. So they're going to say something like the causation between the first domino and the millionth domino is all one kind of causation, whereas the causation between the intention and the first domino is a different kind of causation.
Right, and how's that different from magic?
Well, the idea is that the way that you describe causation from the first domino to the millionth domino is in terms of natural laws, right? But the domino between the intention and the domino, the first domino, that kind of causation is not governed by laws.
Sure. So is that not a good enough description of magic?
Well, that's not. I mean, the weird thing is that I'm kind of not just pushing back on y'all, but I'm pushing back on the Christians. They make the distinction between miracle and magic, and I don't know what they mean by magic, other than the way that I've seen them use it is that something that began to exist uncaused.
Right.
So, like, if the universe popped into being without any explanation, that's what they call magic. And I'm fine with using them using that, but by that definition, God's intention, divine intentional explanations is not magic.
That was kind of my point.
Well, again, that was kind of what I was saying too. If you think that it's like that, but
No,
of
you were
course,
saying they're the same thing.
no, I'm saying I can't see the distinction. Right.
Look on the
And
from one,
just by explaining that there's something we don't know whether it has a cause or not, calling that a
no,
miracle.
there's not. It's not like it's unknown. It's that there's not a cause, right?
Well, that's what they're claiming. Yes, I realize they're claiming that, Danny.
Look, let's just get back to the original disagreement. Look, the original disagreement is being missed. Speed said that he said that miracle and magic is indistinguishable, but the way I've heard Christians use miracle and magic is in such a way where there is a distinction.
They talk about magic as being like people dancing around the fire, throwing herbs on it, invoking magic. I mean, I've heard them refer to magic like that, where somebody intends to do something.
Listen to the video again. He was talking about a case where matter came into being without unexpected.
Yes. In that case, he was talking about the case that you're talking about. But for the most matter, that is not what. This is what this guy said, but I've never heard any other Christian call that.
Lots of Christian apologists say, define magic that way. Now, you're right.
Okay. Well, I didn't know.
There's a distinction between how the word is used colloquially and how it's used in these conversations. Colloquially,
but I mean, they consider like engaging in magic satanic. Some of them believe that you can actually do that you can actually invoke something magically.
Question. I don't know what they mean.
Don't most Christians consider God supernatural?
Yes.
Okay, it seems like anything he would do would be magic then.
Well, you see, they're not going to find magic that way. You're just equivocating on the term.
No, we're not equivocating terms. We're just not accepting their usage of it when we call it magic.
That's what equivocation means.
Okay,
if you press Christian apologists to define what they think magic is, they will come what a miracle is. They will come up with the exact same definition as is given for magic in any given instance. So it is exactly the same thing.
And what is that? But you see, the whole question was whether they consider magic and miracle to be synonymous, or at least a subset.
They don't, but they will tell you that it has the exact same definition, which then contradicts their position, and that's not my problem.
You're being charitable. You can just understand that when they say that something begins to exist without a cause, that a lot of Christian apologists will say that's magic.
Yeah. So God.
It's the source, which is different. That's the only difference as far as I can see.
Yeah.
Danny, do you think that there is a workable definition?
I've never heard a Christian say that magic is something coming into being without a cause. You're literally the first.
Video. Listen to the video. I think you're late to the party. What were you saying, Dessel?
That was the part I missed then.
Yeah.
Dessel, I was asking you if you think that there is a workable definition for supernatural.
I think it's philosophically a confused concept. I think it's useful to describe worlds in which laws of nature are different than our own, like in Harry Potter or in Lord of the Rings, and that's as far as it goes for me. It's not a philosophically interesting concept at all.
Yeah, I know I'm late to this, but for me, I would need magic and miracle defined. And you probably just went all through that, but I'm just now tuning in, so I'm sorry if I'm rehashing anything.
The thing is, I don't think you'll ever get them to define them as the same thing because they consider magic to be a pejorative.
Well, no, there is an example, is there not, in the Old Testament, right, where God was pitted against false gods, and it was the false gods that were declared to be doing magic, and Yahweh to be doing miracles. I mean,
I don't know what that means. I don't know what they mean there. I'm right there with you.
Yeah, fairly. It's just saying. I'm just saying what happens in the Old Testament. I don't know I don't care whether you know what that means or not, right? I'm just saying then that's probably the closest we are going to get to a distinction between.
Well, if you look at the root word of sorcery in
not
the
the
New
meaning,
Testament,
not the meaning, but the source.
The source?
Yes. So if something comes from Yahweh, then Christians would declare that a miracle.
Right, yeah. I'm saying that they distinguish them, and I was trying to elucidate how they distinguish them. I'm actually in agreement with most people in the room that the term magic is just very difficult to define in a way where you might think that they're interchangeable, miracle and magic, but there is a nuanced difference when you study Christian apologists and the way they talk. I personally think the notion of magic is not philosophically interesting.
I think the notion of miracles is not philosophically interesting.
I think that is interesting. Because the idea with miracle, at least you can define it in a way where like it's informative, where you're describing intentional acts of a divine being.
How would you define miracle as suspension?
And that's exactly. Sorry. That's exactly what happens in the Old Testament with magic.
Andrew Cumming is trying to get Jason Torn to have a private conversation about naturalism, the gaps, and he's not allowed. If they're going to have that conversation, they need to come in here.
So Danny, if I get it correctly, then if a magician performs magic, that is exactly the same thing as God performing a miracle, but we call it differently because a god is a god and a magician isn't.
I'm just saying that if you're talking to a sophisticated Christian apologist, they're not going to admit to that, and they're going to distinguish. They make the distinction between miracle and magic the way that I just described in terms of caused and uncaused. And I've talked to a few, and as I said, I haven't heard anyone say it the way you say it, and I've heard people confirm what I just said. Wait, you're telling me you've never heard a Christian apologist saying that it's magic that the universe just began to exist without any explanation? I've heard that.
I heard them say the universe.
You keep going back to that. What I just said. Hold on, Simon.
I've heard them say that the universe from nothing is magic.
Simon, I hold on. I said when I talked to a Christian apologist and I asked them the difference between a magician performing magic, and I'm not talking about an illusionist because that is something completely different. I'm talking about a magician who can actually perform magic and God performing a miracle. They think the difference is the magician is not a god, and that's why the magician doesn't perform miracles, he performs magic.
Yeah, but you see, that's consistent with what I'm saying. Remember how I said the Christian apologist defines miracle, a divine intentional explanation that's kind of in a direct way.
And that is
defined it.
And the divine part is the only thing that is different, because the definition of a miracle and the definition of magic are exactly the same.
Well, look, I'm sympathetic to what you first said, right? The idea is that I agree with you to the extent that the way that they, at the least, the way they distinguish between magic and miracle is one is of the divine and the other one isn't. So I'm in agreement with you there.
That's their cop-out.
I don't know what you mean by cop-out here.
That's their special pleading for their God, because if it's a miracle, it can actually happen. If it's magic, it's fantasy.
Yeah, I don't see how there's any special pleading. I mean, they're just saying that, look, there's this connotation of magic.
You got two entities performing the exact same thing. One is possible and one is not possible. The only reason why one of them is possible is special pleading, because that is their God.
That's not special pleading. Look, the point is that if a police,
it's not special pleading if it can't happen if other people do it. But it can happen if their God does it,
right? Look, if a police officer, puts someone in handcuffs, and if I put someone in handcuffs, those are the same action, but one is illegal and the other one isn't, right? The point is that it makes a difference.
I disagree. As a person who puts people in handcuffs on a regular basis, I have to disagree. It's not illegal.
There's the same intention, same action, but we would describe
it's a different intention, because I do it when I want to have sex. I don't think that there are police officers who are handcuffing people because they want to have sex.
I'm just giving you
I'm also saying it's not illegal. And I would go even as far. I would even go as far that if I do it, there's mutual consent. If a police officer does it, there's not. Because usually the person getting handcuffed.
That there are two different kinds of titles or roles that perform the same action with the same intention, but we would describe the.
No, I just pointed out they're not the same intention.
They have. You mean you don't think that they have the same desire to put someone in handcuffs?
Yeah, I don't think that a police officer.
That means the same intention.
I just said that I don't think that police officers put people in handcuffs because they want to have sex with them.
What are you talking about? Can someone get through to Peter? Because I can't.
Because I as an example, I said I put people in handcuffs on a regular basis. And that is not illegal.
Look, does the police?
And then you said, but the intent is the same. And I told you it's not because
what do you think I meant by that? What do you think I meant by that, Peter? When I said that the intent is the same, what do you think I meant by that? I'm just saying they have the same desire. That is the desire to put someone in handcuffs.
Yes.
So they have the same desire.
Yes. They want to put people in handcuffs for what reason? Just because they want to
matter, right? The idea is that they have the same intention.
They don't.
Different kinds of roles.
They don't. If a police
officer, and one's not.
They don't. If a police officer puts you in handcuffs, it means that he is arresting you.
Okay. Well, the point
or he's detaining you for his own safety or other people's safety.
You're charging the Christian.
If I put people in handcuffs, it's not because I'm arresting them.
That's not relevant. The point is that you were saying that
the intention is different.
The desire is the same. That's all I mean. You're just
the desire is also.
What I mean by they have the same intention.
Also different,
right? They may not have the same reasons, but they have the same desire. That's what I mean.
No, they don't, because the police officer will only put you in handcuffs.
Do they have the same desire? Look, you're not being charitable. But when I say they have the same intention, I just mean all I mean, Peter, is that they have the same desire, which you actually agree with me on.
And I actually don't.
Wait, do you agree that they have the same desire?
No.
Do they have? Does one have the desire to place a person in handcuffs?
The policeman has a completely different. I am answering the question.
It's very easy.
You need to listen, and you need to stop talking over me. That will help. If a policeman has the desire to put someone in handcuffs, his desire is to either arrest that person or to put them in handcuffs because of safety issues. If I put someone in handcuffs,
did I cut out?
I have a completely different desire to put them in handcuffs because I want to have sex.
Yeah, look, the desire is motivated or explained by two different reasons, but the idea is that we can say that they have the same desire, namely to put someone in handcuffs. You had already agreed to that.
I haven't agreed to that, and I still don't agree to that.
Look, just very clear. Look, maybe I should ask someone else to help you, right? Simon, in my example, right, does the police officer have the desire to
I'm
put
not
them in
interested in the
handcuffs?
handcuffs. Peter, please don't.
Is anybody honest here?
Hang on. I'm not interested in the handcuff argument.
Simon, I'll tell you something you're interested in.
Please don't talk over me.
I'll tell you something you're interested in.
Okay, now Peter.
I'm not interested in the handcuff argument. I'm interested in magic and miracles, which is the original part of the discussion. Right. I think we have already come to a conclusion that when Christians use the word miracles, they really, they all they're saying is the source is God, right?
Well,
they're God.
Yeah, I agree. I think
I agree. And secondly, in the Old Testament, they use the word magic to describe powers from other people's gods, i.e., false gods. Now, whether that's the individual, or the god that they pray to is real, etc., I'm not interested in that either. Okay, so it's a distinction without a fucking meaning, as far as I'm concerned.
That's
and whether
pretty
you talk
simple.
about anything else, I'm not interested in the rest of it. Okay, I'm done.
I agree with you, Simon. I'm just also talking about a sense of magic that they talk in cosmological. Say you're talking about cosmological arguments. They're talking that in cosmological arguments they refer to magic as things that occur without explanation.
So, Danny, if I understand it right, you disagree with the room on the definition of magic versus miracle. Is that correct?
No, I'm not. Look, I'm just telling you what Christians mean by the term, and I agree with the room actually that it seems like how miracle is characterized is that at the least it's some kind of it has to do with the divine, right? So that's to say anything that's magic might not necessarily have to do with the divine, right? And Simon's pointed out that magic might be characterized by the intentional explanations of other gods, little g gods. And I talked about a case in which they talk about cases in which things begin to exist without a cause. There are a lot of Christian apologists that point that out as magic. Take, for example, Craig uses the example of, in theism you have it's like the magician pulling the cat, the rabbit out of the hat. At least you have, you know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
That's just, that just isn't interesting, Danny. So
I don't know what you mean.
The magic coming out of nothing is not interesting.
No, that's what William Lane.
We're not interested.
Sorry,
it's not interesting. Anyway,
I wanted to ask.
I mean, like, not interested. Yeah, you just used it like 10 minutes ago, but you know.
I just mean it's not when I use.
I mean the same thing you meant by it when you used
philosophers use the word interesting. They just mean it's not pertinent. It doesn't.
Well, you remember when you used it 10 minutes ago? That's what I mean.
Yeah, well then you're just wrong because it is pertinent. Because the way I use interesting is that it's not. That means that it has to do with whether it's relevant or not, right?
It's not interesting.
So that gets into my question.
This is why you're not a serious interlocutor. You just troll me.
That gets into my question for Danny because he was talking about how he.
Danny made a mistake. Danny made a mistake.
While this is going on, I wanted to give a shout out to Jason Torn, who was in the chat. I ran late on my appointment with him last night. I mixed up my time zones, so I don't know whether or not he made the appointment either. But just to say sorry that I ran late for it. So if he's in the chat.
I want to do a hate out to both Germania and Speed of Sound for going live about half an hour before I was to go live. I've waited all night. I waited all night yesterday for Germania to go live, and he never fucking showed up.
Yeah,
and then today I've got a show planned that has been planned for several weeks, and I'm about to go live, and what the fuck happens? Germania is interfering Speed of Sound of Gravity.
Really? Yeah, I didn't know that, Peter.
See, and I actually had a great conversation, and I could have used your help there, Speed, because and this is something that you might want to do on one of your shows. I don't know where, but there's been a study done on the effectiveness of prayer. And I couldn't, for the life of me, during the show, find the link to that particular study. So,
what did they say? I mean, there's been a bunch of studies done.
The Templeton study, and I was looking for the paper, and I couldn't find the paper. I could find lots of articles, news articles on the study, but I couldn't find the
Peter,
paper.
quick sidebar. The reason why I didn't stream is because you and I talked for so long. I was like, I don't want to fucking stream anymore. I don't want to freaking stream anymore.
Tell people the truth. You pissed yourself.
Don't tell anybody. I told you that in secret.
Peter, I found a Scientific American article on the Templeton study. No prayer prescription, I think.
I found that too, but does it have a link to the paper?
Oh, fuck no. I'd be asking too much of these assholes.
Yeah, see? And that was my problem during the show. So I had to run the show. I had to run OBS. I had to pay attention to the conversation, had to pay attention to the side chat, and had to look for a scientific paper. I can multitask, but this was a bit much.
They don't give us channel owners enough credit, do they, Peter?
They don't.
No, they don't.
No.
Danny was asking in the private chat what my question for him is. So he was talking about interesting not being relevant. And when I asked him about whether or not there's a workable definition for the supernatural, he said ultimately he doesn't find it to be like an interesting term. And so I wanted to ask him like what his grounds were for that. Because you had like the a logical positivist crowd arguing for the meaninglessness of religious language. And I'm sure that Danny is not taking that approach. So what approach is he taking to the idea that that kind of vocabulary is not interesting, as he says?
Well, I think that when you consider it, because, analytic philosophy is in the business of meaning. What do we mean when we utilize the word magic? And if you think about it, we apply it to examples in which sort of defy how we understand the regularity of nature. That's when we tend to use the word magic, right? When something occurs and it doesn't conform with our theories or the regularity of nature. Now, the problem with that, this is where it comes in that I don't think it's a very interesting term. It's because just in virtue of the fact that we find some kind of anomaly doesn't establish it as, or that's to say, there seems to be a blip in the regularity, doesn't establish it as non-natural, right? And so that's why I think the term is problematic. So, like, if you take Harry Potter's world, the Muggles will call magic, as like maybe supernatural, and we could cash out supernatural in the way that I do in terms of laws, right? But the idea is that based on the reading of Harry Potter, all those incantations and all the potions, and that's all learnable things that obey laws of a sort, which is what I would just call natural. And so that's why I think it's a problematic term. It's useful in the sense that we're just depicting a realm of causation that we don't really quite understand, or that might be very different from ours, like in Harry Potter.
Speed, to be fair, he was asked a question. He didn't bring it up. Just to be fair.
Speed, you let all these people in. It's your fault.
Moving on.
I've just been talking about the Bible and had to explain to someone how Adam and Eve sinning was God's fault, how Noah's flood was God's fault.
Yep.
All of this happening here right now is your fault.
Hey, Peter, what makes you think there's an actual paper that they published?
Did you ask John Maddox if he had a source?
I've heard several people refer to it.
Yeah, I used to have a link to it.
Everybody's referring to this this Templeton study, but nobody's referring to the paper.
I think they
same
thing. Isn't it?
No, but the paper, the study was funded by the Templeton Foundation.
Yeah, they fund a hell of a lot of stuff that usually doesn't turn out well for them.
It's true. But they'll keep on funding because they got too much money.
Well, they seem to be kind of an honest organization that they.
Oh no.
Well, no, really.
Yeah, really.
I mean, they keep trying, but they keep accepting their negative results.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
hey, Speed.
The study shows.
What do you think about magic and miracles? No, I'm just kidding.
Motherfucker.
I mean, look. So this guy was basically contrasting the facts that. I mean, he's contrasting that the beginning of the universe must be supernatural, and therefore it can either be a miracle or magic.
Right.
I mean, that seems to be a fairly shit argument to my ears.
Yep. Because none of us ever thought of it as magic. I don't know. The beginning of the universe. The beginning of the universe doesn't make any sense.
Who's using a vibrator?
I hear that too.
My cat. God damn it. Thor, stop it.
No.
I'm guessing it's a fan of something.
Yeah. Now
all right, it just went away.
Yep, that was me.
Somebody muted.
But Speed, I put a link in the private chat. I'm hoping that's it. I haven't had time to check anything.
Okay.
I just noticed we cast out Satan.
Yeah, Satan was on.
No, you haven't.
I wasn't sure who Satan was. Were you? Did anybody figure it out?
Was it Satan's little helper?
Yeah.
I think
he's been on my streams. He's actually he's cool.
Oh, he sounded a lot like you.
what's funny, what's ironic, actually, is he sent me he commented on something. I said, "Hey, girl, I need somebody with a Southern accent in my next video." And I was thinking, sounds like you're talking about yourself, if I'm honest. Yeah. I know I'm Southern, but you've got a Southern accent that's like a little bit more Southern, I would wager. But yeah, anyway. But no, he's cool. Did he do anything stupid, though? I gotta know.
No, he didn't really.
No, he didn't hardly say anything. And he said he was on the beach. That's why there was all this wind. That's what he claimed.
Okay, yeah, he does. Usually, I would say 8 out of 10 times that he joins my streams, he's got terrible like connection and quality and all this stuff, feedback, you name it. Yeah, that's just another day for him.
Yes, Peter. The answer is yes. That is the paper.
So, girl, are you born and raised Georgia?
I
Yes.
will now claim to have magical powers because I did find that while paying attention to what was being talked about on the show and the side chat, and I had to juggle OBS to keep the right people on screen.
Peter,
I will call myself divine.
Miraculous.
I will call myself divine now.
Well, just like Moses divided the Red Sea, you divided your attention between multitask. So,
well, I am still a god in some universe. Yeah. Just saying.
So, Grub,
hey, I can prove it.
Are you close to, or have you ever been to Montezuma, Georgia?
It doesn't ring a bell, if I'm honest.
I was going to ask about their accent from around there, because you definitely have a Southern accent, but there's this accent, and I identify with Georgia for some reason. I used to I went to boot camp with a guy from around there, and he acted like he had cotton in his mouth the whole time, and he didn't, and he would just had this slow Georgian accent, and
I completely know what you're talking about.
Okay.
As a matter of fact, every time I join a stream or do one or shoot a video, I'm always thinking, freak, I hope I don't sound like these cottonmouth boys.
Exactly. Okay. All right. I was just wondering.
But yeah, I totally know what accent you're talking about. Anyway. Somebody once said that I sound like Nicolas Cage, and I was like, no, that's way too cool for me. Anyway.
Sorry to up with Snake in the
sidebar the conversation.
I want to get back to magic.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding, Speed. I'm just kidding.
Magic. Okay, another version of Christian
I'll be
magic
right back.
is, of course, anything that Satan does. That's magic.
Okay, so I put that paper in the description, the Templeton study, and I'm reading a little blurb on it from Ace Tutors, helping students achieve sterling results. I don't know what the hell that is, but anyway, they talk about the paper. But yeah, that is the paper. It's by Herbert Benson. It was done in 2006, and I think they didn't find any correlation, or what, did they?
If I'm correct, what they found is that
they found a negative correlation.
Yeah, they found the people that were prayed for actually got sicker by a couple of, but ran
at a less survival rate.
Yeah, if they knew they were being prayed for,
God damn it.
Yeah.
So that's a problem. Don't pray for me, please. Please
don't tell me.
Well, no.
Just don't tell me.
Yeah, they can't tell you. That was the big difference. If they tell you that they're praying for you, you're going to do worse. If they don't tell you, it's going to do absolutely fuck all.
Son of a bitch. Well, so there's
Punch and Judy on the
there is. So this does keep us in a conundrum, because the Bible actually says that you should pray in silence. So the people who do not pray in silence are now cursing people to death. So wait, the Bible is true about that then?
Inscrutable destiny.
Hey, what the fuck's going on?
We're talking
Inscrutable
about prayer. Okay, now here's an example of prayer. Let's see. This Hope in Cell Stream was asking people to pray for her daughter, who is
this thing.
non-binary and wants to be a boy. She's been in and out of hospitals without my knowledge, now fighting in court again. It's a delicate matter. Evil is penetrating the hearts and minds of young teens through TikTok and other social media. Family problems devastated, child psyche, and the enemy sets in. Okay, so the enemy gets in when you damage the child by getting a divorce. There are people who go.
TikTok can do a lot of things to you, but making a person trans is not one of them. I'm pretty sure.
No, it makes you.
I'm curious. So we should pray because she wants to be a boy. But do we pray that she gets what she wants, or do we pray that she stays a girl? Because that's the confusing part. That's not really clear.
Okay, Sal Cordova's on it. He's praying for her child to be.
Yeah, but what is he praying for?
To be a boy, I think.
Well, see, and that's inconclusive. That's inconclusive because it doesn't say that. And if I know a Christian, they're not going to pray for someone to change gender. That is not likely to happen.
Unfortunately, not.
Yeah, I would concur.
So they're now going to pray that the girl doesn't get what she wants.
All I want to do is to bring my baby to McLean or any church to be loved on, and to be loved on. She's going to bring her daughter to church to be loved on.
Hey,
no. This could have been auto-translated.
Now we need a definition of what being loved on is.
Yeah, what does being loved on mean, Dan?
I don't think it means.
This could be a translation, in which case the translation may not be accurate.
So the logic here is that if we love on the trans kid, he will be non-trans. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So thank you. My daughter has been under attack by who? TikTok?
By who? Satan for wanting to be a boy? Like tell me more. I want to know.
No, it's not TikTok. I think it's chemtrails.
Oh, there we go. No. It's atrazine in the water that turned the frogs gay. Remember?
Yeah, that's it. I'm thinking of the frogs.
It's the communist Chinese.
There we go.
Okay, somebody
I knew it was something.
Proclaimer of the Messiah says that Babylon B did a podcast with a woman who specialized in this topic. Young women take testosterone and feel confident and strong for about a year. What? Young women can't feel confident without testosterone?
Apparently. I've seen some girls
to my ex-wife.
I've met some girls that'll like fuck your shit up, and that's probably not testosterone. It's something else.
Yeah,
it's magic. Sorry,
it's magic. All right,
I'm so hung up on it.
It's magic, and you will listen to it.
Well, gods do have special powers. I know that for a fact.
They can do miracles and magic. Okay, sorry.
Okay.
I'm shutting up.
No parent should allow a child on social media. Oh my God! Yeah. If they socialize,
God forbid, social media. It'll be the downfall and corruption of our kids.
I'd go a step further and say no Christians should be allowed on social media, especially not YouTube science videos.
True.
Just saying.
It'll weaken their faith.
Yeah, it'll teach them that the devil is real, and that evolution is true, and all these other damnable heresies that apparently
TikTok parents. What the fuck are TikTok parents?
Yeah, no, TikTok parents.
I apparently don't want to know.
I think
the advent of these TikTok parents.
Mm-hmm.
I found my daughter on TikTok, and she was liking videos of kids.
Oh dear.
Going to hell.
Oh my.
Talking to Satan.
My uncle used to restore grandfather clocks. Is that a TikTok parent?
That's a click clock parent.
Click clock.
That's a click clock parent there, Scotty, not TikTok.
Okay, I was just wondering.
I'm glad I could educate you, Scotty.
I'm here to learn. I really am. I learned so much from you guys. It's magic
that
in
was
this room.
You're gonna get educated, Scotty.
I think Cell unblocked me because this came up. Well, no, only I can see it, right? But I think Cell can see it too, right? So anyway, I did a couple posts.
Cell will be able to see them because he owns the channel, presumably.
Yeah. So can you see these, Cell? And then when are you going to get real again? Like, when is he going to quit talking about this McLean Bible College and the controversy? That's all he's been doing for like 3 weeks. And he's got like 300 new subs because he's doing the McLean Bible College war thing where they're having a war with the woke. It's like war on the woke.
Typical.
Oh, it's nice.
Yeah,
it's always fun when you have war with people that claim to be woke.
Yep. Anyway, I think he shows up again.
I saw somebody with a T-shirt on a video. I think it was JP, someone or another, and it said "awake."
I've seen several people with a T-shirt on video.
It said "awake," not "woke."
It says what now? Awake,
awake,
not woke.
Not woke.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Okay, wait a minute. What is the distinction between awake and woke?
People that are woke are kind of, how do I put this in the most general way? Fuck it. Why not? People who are woke are people who essentially hold to alternative facts and take like any slight against their personal beliefs to be a conspiracy.
Oh, and that's woke.
Yeah, I mean, people that are intersectional.
Well, I always thought that people that are woke up.
The people who are that I see, at least in everyday life, who are anti-woke and make fun of woke people, are the types that think everything that criticizes their beliefs is a conspiracy theory.
Right.
The thing is, like with woke, people that I never understood is why do you need to call yourself like woke?
Beliefs.
Who the hell does that?
Well, I think woke didn't. It wasn't originally people who were aware of and fighting against injustice in society.
Yeah,
the Black Lives Matter movement, and then it kind of got turned around on them by the haters.
Yeah, I'd say so. Yeah,
I think that might have been initially what it was, but then it kind of got transformed and
it got taken away from
other
stuff. It was hijacked.
Wait, woke was around long before BLM. It was people who had pink hair. That's
okay. That's one way to spur it.
Or purple.
Or purple, you know.
Or blue.
Or purple, or rainbow, or whatever color they.
Yeah, I mean, you didn't really need to give a list of characteristics because you kind of just knew them when you saw them.
Yeah, it was kind of like a sore thumb in the middle of normal thumbs.
Third wave feminists, and I mean that's got to be one of the major groups that are included in the original.
Well, that and then parts of like LGBTQ communities that are overly trigger sensitive.
People taking a pole to hell or something. There's a reference to us. Okay. So anyway, so he observes teens liking these videos. I'm not sure what the videos are on whatever. But anyway, I'm TikTok woke.
Apparently.
Woke talk.
Woke talk.
Woke talk.
Talk.
Hashtag woke talk.
Yeah, I should put that in my description. I might actually attract something.
Basically, whack woke.
There it goes. Woke talk. I think that's how you spell talk. I don't know. It might have a K, or it may just
I think it's T-O. I think it's K.
Okay.
Indeed.
Put woke talk in as one of my tags. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
You'll probably get some interesting attention.
I'll get 1 million views, and it's like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Just put like hashtag woke in your description and see what happens.
I was away from the keyboard for a minute there, Speed. So if you're TikTok woke, does that mean that all of us are now the Woke Talk clan?
Might be.
The Woke Talk clan. I like it. Great name for a band. The Woke Talk clan.
Woke Talk.
No.
Hashtag where is little peepee?
Never heard of it.
Oh, I can summon him if you want.
Oh yeah, please do.
Hey, girl, how much beer have you had tonight?
Quite a bit.
Using magical incantations.
Drink quite a bit more and just keep saying, "Where's little PP tonight?" That's going to have some pretty good comedy value to it. Or little PP.
Yeah, then I will start speaking like I have cotton in my mouth more than usual.
Especially now my daughter's getting old, and 11 now.
And that reminds me.
Oh my God!
Like I saw her last night, and I was having a conversation with her, and it was very fascinating to me how, like, I was talking about some different things like that's going on in politics and whatnot, and immediately my 11-year-old daughter was being able to recognize the stupidity of what I was saying.
I'll be right
how
back.
illogical it was, and was immediately being able to come back with counters.
See?
So is your daughter an atheist?
Anyway, I'm reminded of Marshall's wonderful drunken appearance on Amy's show about a month ago. Remember that? Who could forget that?
Oh, I do. That was like a month ago when he was like puking and oh yeah, I remember that.
He learned a harsh lesson about drinking a little too much and streaming.
Yeah, just yeah. Be a little careful with the beers there, buddy.
Wasn't it also Marshall who went? Wasn't it also Marshall who went naked on one of Neffy's streams?
Was it Marshall? No,
I think so.
I support that because Nephilim is a dunce and probably.
Oh, that was glorious. That was one stream where he had 2 naked guys show up, and one of them was well, I would call it full frontal.
Oh, that ain't good.
Okay, kids, don't drink and stream.
Not a good idea.
Well, drink and go on someone else's stream. Apparently,
that's why we don't endorse drinking and streaming, especially if you're going to be driving later.
Yeah,
call an 800 number if you've got a problem.
We don't endorse streaming and driving together either. So fuck that shit. That's ridiculous. These people that do it from their car, fuck them. Fuck them. I just don't like them.
There have been some classic drunk streams, I can tell you that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, basically every one of Neffy's stream falls under that category.
I thought he got a lot better in recent years. I bet I could be
Hey
wrong.
guys, let's all get some shrooms some night and do a stream.
I'd be down for that.
That'd be kind of cool.
That would be,
Sorry, I'm tired.
That'd be deep.
that would be boring.
Maybe we would all find Jesus.
It might be deep. It might be really cool. And we could invite Kafai.
Yeah.
There we go. We need a heroic dose. Remember that.
We'd finally be able to understand that motherfucker.
You'll finally understand the truth if you do that, according to Kafai. The more drugs you take, the better your senses are going to work.
Yes.
That's his logic.
Oh my goodness.
The more drugs you take, the easier it is to find Jesus. Now, there might be a relation
that
there.
too. That too.
Jesus on a cracker.
Just eat meth till you see God.
Hey, Canadian Catholic in the house.
Yeah, I just noticed that myself. Hi, Canadian Catholic.
Hi, Canadian Catholic. I was watching one of your streams. Oh yeah, that was when Sal Cordova brought the books out, right? And he's like, "Really? Is he really going to go get the books again? Really?"
He got the books.
Well, I kind of gained a bit of respect for Canadian Catholic because with that debate between him or Darth Dawkins and that other professor, he told Darth to be quiet so the other guy could speak. Yeah. So he actually put some limits on Darth.
You know you're bullshitting. I know you're bullshitting, and everyone else in the room knows you're bullshitting.
Fuck you, Darth. Go home, put your diaper on, and go to bed.
Yeah, Canadian Catholic sounded kind of rational.
Why are you acting like a snot-nosed 16-year-old?
Well, only compared to Darth. I mean, let's face it.
Anyway,
something tells me Darth missed out on his proper teenage years.
Yeah, I think he missed out on a lot.
Something tells me something else, that Darth just likes his teenagers.
He's
apparently.
Darth seems irritated all the time.
David, what discussion was going on where Darth came in to the side chat and wanted to just sidetrack everything?
Like always?
Yeah, but David was on there, and we both kind of at the same time patronized him a bit.
I'm just curious.
And then he went away.
Who in here has Twitter?
I don't.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of. Yeah.
No, I'd never admit to that.
Because recently Darth said on one of the things that Tom Rabbit uploaded that he was back on Twitter and he was following the more influential atheists on there.
Right.
Guess what
really?
I noticed? Guess what I noticed the day that he said that, but before I finally saw that on YouTube. I noticed he followed me, Jefferson Spatchcock, and Randolph Richardson.
Wow, that's a compliment.
So I'm apparently an more influential atheist.
Scott, you know where that was? I think that was on David Neff's channel, wasn't it?
It may have been, but it was a good discussion going on.
Yeah, that's where it was, I think.
And then he just started saying, you have no right to your skepticism, blah, blah, blah,
Yeah, yep.
Yeah. So.
Yep.
Okay, so Praise has a stream right now called Supralapsarianism on trial. What the fuck is that?
I wish I knew, and I probably don't want to know.
It's a churchy thing.
Supralapsarianism, is it a real thing?
It's a real thing. Hold on.
It's supralapsarian.
Oh, and Evidence and Reasons has something on the drama in the church. Go figure. Wow, surprise.
Wow, Sal, I wonder if you have anything to do with that currently.
That's going to be a long stream.
And in his image has something on Mars Hill, Mark Driscoll, and Docent. I just learned about Docent today on Myth Vision.
Dawson? Yeah, my dog is half Dachshund.
No, Docent. Docent. That means that it's kind of a pejorative for somebody who has like odd beliefs about Jesus or something. It's called Docent. Did you watch that, Scott?
Docetism? You're talking about Docetism, where Jesus only appeared to be a human?
Yeah.
But he wasn't actually human? Yeah.
Yeah,
Docetism.
But they were saying on Myth Vision that it covered a whole lot of other things, like misunderstandings of, like Jesus was created miraculously, he wasn't born of a virgin, and some other things like that. So anyway,
right now you have spiritual rabies.
Oh Jesus!
Wow, you guys, You guys just mentioned Myth Vision. I was wondering, Scott, you seem to be a fan of that show and follow it a bunch. Have you checked out any of the stuff by James Valiant on that show about his basically his theory that Christianity comes from the Flavian emperors?
James Valiant?
Flavian.
Yeah.
No, I've not. I'll look that up. I've been basically listening to watching the videos on. In fact, I got the book open right now. On the guy has a weird last name.
Thank you, Jason Torn.
Something to do with
Gamirkan. The Gamirkan thing, where he dates the Pentateuch to be much later than most other scholars do.
Yeah, he does it like 300 BC. That's like really late.
Yeah. I've got some doubts about it, but it's an interesting theory.
When Derek first started out his Myth Vision thing, he had a few scholars on the show that really, in my opinion, made it like a really conspiracy theory oriented kind of podcast. James Valiant among them, this kind of conspiracy that Christianity is ultimately due to a propaganda campaign by the Flavian emperors. And he had a bunch of other stuff there about like numerology and stuff. But then as time went on, he just went on this quest to like interview as many biblical scholars as he could. And I think that when he started doing that, the quality of his show went considerably up.
It definitely has, yeah. I mean, he's had Bart Ehrman on there. That guy Ian Mills that I think Speed mentioned. He's a PhD student, but I think he's probably about to just like finish his dissertation. He gives some really good scholarly kind of feedback, and there's just a bunch of them. Steve Mason, yeah. So yeah, Derek has a great channel there.
You want to see something really scary?
Sure.
There it is.
Yeah.
Who is that?
That's Dorkoff. Emery Moyna Dorkoff.
Dorkoff.
Wow.
Dorkoff.
You know what I call Darth Dawkins? Double D's.
Double D's. This is Dorkoff. He's pretty incredible. He's got some really interesting commentary. If you ever listen to him, you will find yourself not liking him a lot.
Yeah, I don't.
Here
like
he is
him.
about to accept Jesus.
That's a great pause. You need to keep that on screen for quite a while. That is a great.
I think so. Yeah.
That is a great screen cap.
That is a great. Yeah, I
Where's
think we'll do
he
it.
from? By the way, where's he from?
Hell.
No, is he
The
American?
underworld.
I'm wondering with the backdrop. Is he trying to?
Sorry, Peter.
Transylvania.
Is he trying to pretend to be Mount Rushmore or something?
No, that's Mars Hill in Greece, in Athens.
Okay, are you asking a serious question, Cerberus? or Simos?
Yeah, I just seriously.
Okay, he has a channel called In His Image. He's working on his master's, I think, in biology or something. He's got, and he doesn't like to talk about the molecules. So he doesn't like talking about molecules, but he likes blathering about biology and genetics and young Earth creation.
So I like talking about molecular fields of study without talking about the molecules that actually comprise the biology.
Yeah, he just doesn't like.
Wow, go figure.
Yeah, but he
I don't know if you
does.
noticed, Speed, but I've got that definition of supralapsarianism on the screen.
But you do.
Yeah, I didn't mean to side rail, but there you go.
God decreed both election and reprobation prior to creation.
Speed, are you still on Doofus's channel?
Yeah.
Go on there and look at the side chat. Scroll up a little bit and look what Neff just wrote.
Oh, hang on a second. Yeah, no, I haven't popped Doofus up yet. I did pop him up. I do.
Doofus he's live.
He's alive. Yeah. He's ranting more about the McLean Church and the woke ministers who all.
Neff.
I just saw you.
COVID.
Woke talk.
COVID's going to inflict cows and chickens, and the food supply will dwindle.
What?
That's what Neff is writing. Yep.
Okay, let me go look.
There'll be great society and ecological problems with this or the next virus. The world's going to end. The Freemasons, Illuminati. They want to reduce the population, but. By 250 million. This is what Neff
two. They want to reduce it to 250 million. Soon COVID will infect.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, let me put this up. I got to stop this screen, put the other one up. I did capture that screenshot, though. I think we'll do a show on this guy. He rants. I mean, he does these racist fucking rants where he's trying not to be a racist.
You Nephilim?
No. Fucking Dorkoff, Emery Moyna.
Oh, okay.
He goes off on gay people and a whole bunch of other shit and wokeness, and he's the one that's always talking about the woke and wokeness, and God, they have a problem with that. And I think Mostly they're railing against Black Lives Matter.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, this is the guy that hangs out with Praise and Smokey, yeah?
No, he hangs out with Sal Cordova.
Sal Cordova. I've seen him in a Praise stream a few times.
Yeah, he has been there a few times. Okay, I'm working on something here. What the fuck is happening? What's happening? What is 80 rules, 9 Marxist churches? What is he talking about? Marxist churches. Okay. Yeah, he's also going off about Marxism and communism, and for some reason, and I'm not sure what that's all about. I don't know. But anyway, here's the Nephilim quotes up here. Can you actually see them, or are they too tiny? Refuting. Okay, where's Nephilim? They want to reduce the population of the world. Soon COVID will infect chickens, cows, and the food supply will dwindle. There will be a great social and ecological problems with this or the next virus put into the world by the Freemasons, Illuminati. What the fuck, Jeff?
Yeah,
yeah.
Remember, this is the guy who claims to understand science.
Oh my God!
Well, he's
they
the
want
guy
to
who
reduce
for science, apparently.
Told you that'd be fun.
So I've been told.
Several
I just want to know how he figured out our plan.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like it's
He's
supposed to be
onto
top
us.
secret.
He's on to us. We got to get rid of him.
I know it's supposed to be top secret. Nobody was supposed to tell. Who the fuck told him?
Execute Order 666.
Yes, send the raccoons. The raccoons are dispatched. They have been dispatched. So
Leo's
what
not
is-
here. Why?
I don't know.
That's my question to that's my question to Jason Torn too. I saw him in the live chat. I was hoping he would join.
There's probably what do we have in the room now? I got 11 people in the room. Apparently, I can have 12 now.
Okay. Well, there's
I think
one.
so.
There's room left.
A dirty dozen.
Yeah, dirty dozen.
Time to play Survivor. Who's gotta go? Just kidding.
I'll go if y'all need me.
No, you stay. You stay. I might be the only one in the room saying that, but you should stay.
Holy shit! Cell picked up 350 subscribers on this church bullshit. You know that he's been doing.
Oh, well done.
God damn.
Yep. Well, that's why he keeps doing it. So, what is a Marxist church? I don't get it.
I've never heard of that.
Well, I'm
That
not
is-
even sure.
I'm not either. So it's
I'm
confusing
pretty
to
sure
me.
that must be an oxymoron if you're a
Oh
Marxist.
no. Okay. So no.
Really?
Okay. I'm sorry, Leo. I can only have 10. So somebody
Really sorry, Speed. I don't mean to interrupt you, but I want to say really quick because there's a conversation I wanted to have with Jason Torn from yesterday that I didn't get to have. If Jason is willing, if he goes to that link that I sent him, I can meet him there within the next couple of minutes and open up some room for Leo to get up in here.
Okay.
So I'll just, I want to hear what Jason's got to say, if that's cool.
What are you talking about?
Basically climatology, because I don't know shit about it, so I want to ask him some questions.
Oh, okay. Is he a climatologist or a climate denier? Or
Yeah,
what?
from my understanding, he does like, okay,
Oh, cool.
cool. All right, Jason Torn says yes. All right, Jason, so I will meet you there real shortly, and I'll make some room for Leo up in here. Okay, guys.
All right.
Later.
Check it out.
Okay. Now we got a Leo. So now I can see the 2 additional people in the back room that are trying to get in because I paid
Well,
them.
that's good.
Leo, I gotta give you credit. You're the only one actually on camera.
So
I'm usually always
okay.
the only one on camera, even though I'm uglier than like everybody else in this room,
I was
except
about to
maybe
say you have
Peter.
the best self-esteem.
Except maybe Peter.
What? Peter's more attractive. I mean, Peter's
You're
older.
also-
He's definitely.
You are also one of
Wow.
the most. You are also one of the most delusional.
Oh shit.
Leo, just because you said that, let's ask my favorite enemy, Little Pee-Pee. How would you describe me?
The ultimate individual. Peter.
There.
Oh shit!
There we go. The ultimate gentleman.
No,
the ultimate
individual.
great gentleman.
The ultimate individual.
Yeah.
I am an individual.
You know,
By the
what
way,
a coincidence. I am an individual as well.
For those of y'all that don't know, because you're plebs and you're not subscribed to my channel, I did post a video earlier this afternoon. You should check it out when you get a chance.
I watched it.
Wait,
I saw that
too. I think I might be subbed to you. Let me check.
I think I did see this. This is not news to me, and it was entertaining.
Oh shit! I'm not subbed to you. I'm subbing. Now you got 516 subs.
So this is
Wow,
what my
516 before I posted this video.
Happens to me all the time.
Shit.
I'll upload a video
dude.
and I'll lose 3 subs. I'm like, what the
Yeah,
fuck?
I love that shit, dude. I love seeing it, dude. It makes me so happy.
Yes,
I'm like,
definitely.
yes, let me purge these fucking plebes from my channel.
What are we looking at, Speed?
That's
Plants,
what
it looks
that's what my camera's doing right now. Those are some weeds I found in the I found them in the backyard, and I started messing with them. Like, let me see if I can mess with this right now. I'm not sure if I can.
Are they the ones that you like? You don't take this wrong, but you blow and they blow away.
Dandelion?
Yes,
Dandelions.
Thank you.
I was wondering where you were
I'm a
going with
little
that. I was
slow.
like, the ones you blow. Okay.
That's
don't
what
know what
I
the hell
know.
you're doing with those plants, but okay.
I've heard of the ones that you blow, but they're not plants.
They're actually something else, but they're very.
I was kind of
brought 'em
expecting
in-
to hear that from a girl, not you, Gur. So,
That's what I'm here for. Or wait, no,
I
no,
brought
it's
'em
not
in
what
by-
I'm here for.
I brought them in, and they were like little buds, and then they just blew up on my table, and so I started fucking with it with this needle, with this little device right here, which is kind of a needle. Let's see if I can put it over there. That, and all the things fell off of them. So
they are dandelions.
Naturally.
Yeah, they very.
I also
easily
have a needle.
By the way, I have to say something to Stephanie Tretton in the chat really quick. That's about like maybe a 16th of what Marx talked about. In fact, it wasn't very often mentioned by Marx. You should read his 3 volumes of Capital.
Ooh,
What is that?
that's a moth. That
that
is
a moth?
That's
Okay,
a moth.
yeah. That's a good picture.
It's a moth. Looks like it's just like relaxing, even though it's probably dead.
I love lamp.
Give me lap.
I put him in my freezer. Ooh, he's got a nice ass.
How do you know that it's his ass?
Okay.
Hashtag.
How do you know
Yes.
that's the moth's ass? Have you looking?
I know it's a moth's
ass
ass. I'm
porn?
looking at his. Yeah, I'm looking at his ass.
Did you ever find the live bug that you brought in the other day? Did you ever find that?
I think he got away. I don't know where he went.
You looking at moths' asses now, comparing like which ones are.
This is actually pretty highly magnified right now.
Hashtag thick moth.
This channel does not endorse the.
We do not endorse
objectification of
sexualizing
moths.
moths. We don't even know if it's a male or a female moth.
Yeah, this
No.
channel does not endorse mothophilia.
There we go.
I don't know what the fuck. this-
Only Leophilia.
Oh, I know what that is. That's a.
Goddamn right.
This is a choke cherry that got infected by some kind of bug, and it hatched out of it. So I mean that's an actual cherry, like a tiny little cherry, and bugs will lay eggs in it and they hatch out. And it kind of pissing me off because they're screwing my choke cherries up. But
Speed,
anyway.
is there a church near your house?
Yes, there is.
See, what you need to do is you need to catch a fly alive, put that one in your freezer for a couple of hours, then take it out, walk to the church, put the fly somewhere where people can see it, then to the churchgoers, you start talking and telling them that you are Jesus and that you can bring people back from the dead. And
oh, yes.
And if they don't believe you, you pick up the fly, put it in your hand. The heat of your hand will then warm up the fly, which will become alive and fly away.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. A little live miracle.
That's a great way to
Hashtag
treat
miracles. Hashtag
Yeah.
magic.
Yes.
Yeah. And if you've done that, make sure that you videotape it and then show it to Danny so he can tell you whether or not that is a miracle or magic.
There's no difference between miracles and magic. So I don't know
start
why
again,
we're
Leo. We've done that. We've done that.
Wait, do you mean start again? There's nothing.
Danny, what do you have to say about what Leo just
There's
said?
no difference between miracles and magic. They're
We
the
have
same
done this.
thing.
We have done this, Leo. Don't start again because you'll
Oh,
miss out
that's
Simon.
great.
I want to
You've
hear
done
what
this, and
Danny
it
has to
sounds
say
like
to
you
what Leo
failed
said.
at whatever it is that you were trying to do. But miracles and magic are the same category of thing.
What say you, Danny?
Well, it just depends on how you're using the terms.
Yeah, when you use the terms the
Leo, how are
way
you
most
using the
people
terms?
use the terms,
I
they
tried
mean the
to
same
stop
thing.
it. I tried to stop it, Steve. For the record, I tried to stop it.
Wait, Leo.
There's
so,
nothing to stop. I don't know
Leo,
what
so
you're trying
magic
to
and
stop.
miracles
There is.
are the same. Danny, what say you?
You just answered that question. Yeah. And I said that the way that people use both of those terms generally, they're the same thing.
Danny, do you have any input on that?
I think this is very satisfactory.
quiet,
Steve, because if I'm not around, then Gurmania can do what I do.
When I say there's a
right
miracle,
now.
when I say there's a miracle, I usually mean something different. When I say there's magic in the air or something.
What's delineating the two from like?
Oh,
what would you
here we
expect
go,
from a
unusual.
miracle that you wouldn't expect from magic or vice versa?
Hey,
Well,
I can
Nothing.
look, guys.
Oh,
I can clear this up. This is
I'm asking Danny.
Okay, this is fucking magic. There's a miracle right there. You see that?
That's not a miracle. I can describe exactly
It's
how that
magic.
happened in every
that
physical
was
interaction
Hold
involved
on.
in it. So it's neither
Hold on.
magic nor a miracle.
Hold on, I can do a miracle. I can do a miracle. Hold on. Turn my camera on.
There you
Oh,
No,
snap.
that's not a miracle. That's magic.
That's
Wait,
not
wait,
a miracle.
That
That's
is
not
a
magic either.
miracle
That's
or
called
is it
technology.
That's a miracle.
So is it a miracle or is it magic?
Well, the first
Well,
one
they're
was
the
magic.
same thing, so I don't know why we're trying to make a difference between the two.
No,
There
the
is a difference.
second
What
one
say
was a
you,
miracle.
Danny?
Miracles are magic. Like if I snapped my
agree.
fingers and a tree just burst into flames, that's a miracle. That's also fucking magic. They're the same thing. If somebody's using the word miracle colloquially, like, oh my God, I found my keys, it's a miracle. They don't mean literally there was some supernatural thing involved with this. And if they do, then they're saying that the fact that they found their keys was literally magic. There's no difference between the two. Miracles literally just means I did some magic in front of you. That's it. That's what it means. Jesus raising people from the dead is a miracle. It's also magic. It's necromancy. That's called magic.
Yes.
Jesus changing
You are
water
correct.
into wine is a miracle, but that's also alchemy. It's taking one chemical and changing it into another. That's literally magic. There's no difference between the two. Miracles are magic. You're doing magic if you're doing miracles. Simple as that. Because both are violations of everything we know about how reality operates. They're invocations of supernatural forces which affect the natural world without any defined mechanism for its occurrence. They're the
Danny,
same thing.
Tell
What say
me,
you,
tell me
Danny?
what you really mean. Wait, tell me what you really
I want to hear
mean.
what
I
Danny
just
has
did.
to say.
I think didn't we already determine that Leo's wrong in here? Like 40 minutes ago? Okay.
Isn't that like the running theme of this channel?
Generally speaking, yes. And that's why I say, if you believe that Jesus existed and did all the things that are said in the New Testament, you most literally believe that Jesus was a wizard who could do magic. Simple as that. You
Right.
believe in wizards. There's no getting around it. Miracles are magic. They're people who can do magic. If you claim that you can do miracles and you're being serious, or that somebody could do miracles, what you're saying, whether you admit it or not, is that that individual is a wizard. That's what you're saying.
Danny, what say you?
Like I said, I mean, Christians use the terms differently. So
No, they don't. Not from what I'm saying. No, they don't.
So who's had the most to drink, Grub or Leo?
You think Christians are going to admit that?
It's not about whether they admit
I don't think they're going
them
to
admitting
admit
it has no bearing on whether or not it's a statement of truth.
It's not like words have some like definite meaning. They're just used differently, right?
Well, of course. And then there are normative ways that we use them, and we can draw conclusions from that. And then there are people who will try to use them in very, very, very unorthodox manners in an attempt to avoid those usages because they don't want to admit the implications of them. Atheists do the same thing.
Well, actually,
Daniel
there
just
is a
figure out
definitive-
that words
hold on,
have
hold on.
usages and not definitions.
That's something I've always believed. When have I never believed that?
Oh no, okay.
I've said and everybody in here can attest to it. I've said on numerous occasions, words don't have definitions; they have usages and they're polysemous.
Leo, I agree.
But I have maintained that there can be usages that are connotative, usages that are denotative, and usages
He
that are
already
normative.
agreed.
Leo, I already agreed. Do I need to do what you need to do all the time? I already agreed.
What I was saying had nothing to do with whether Peter agreed with what I said. It was a clarification, so it doesn't matter that he agreed.
I hate all of you now.
I still agree. So fuck you.
I'm not part of this. I'm not part of this.
I hate both of you.
Okay, there is a definitive way of settling this, and that is by asking Google what the definition of the word magic is, and asking Google what the definition of the word miracle. God, can I fucking talk?
Yeah,
No.
sure.
No.
We can ask Google to compare the definitions of magic and miracle and see if they differ in any significant way.
Yes,
And
Speed.
if
Look
there's
at
no
I'll
other-
ask God to join.
Google will tell us.
I already did that. They do differ, but the definition of miracle can be interpreted as being like a subcategory or similar. So,
I think the primary definition they give are the same.
I would agree.
I mean, I just Googled it, but go ahead.
So, from the Cambridge English Dictionary, miracle is an unusual and mysterious event that is thought to have been caused by a god because it does not follow the usual laws of nature. That sounds pretty similar to another definition of a word, magic.
You know, I fucking did this to myself.
Wow.
Wait.
Wow. That's
wanna make-
wrong. You know that fucking shit.
I just want to make
No,
it clear he just owned himself because the definition of miracle he read off included something done by a god.
I didn't remove
Did
Leo.
you kick him off?
No, something happened to his connection. That was
Yeah, definitely.
that was
I
a
didn't
fucking
just see
miracle.
him.
Did you see that?
I didn't just see him get removed from the
Wait,
stream. Wow.
wait. Speed, what you're saying is that a miracle just happened?
A miracle just happened.
No,
yes.
no.
It's
Peter,
in
it
our
was
eyes.
magic.
Leo was raptured mid-sentence.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was.
No, I did not do that. That was God.
Yeah, that wasn't me being a moderator. That was just fucking magic.
God struck him.
Leo, back me up on this. I didn't remove you. You fucking dropped
I
out.
don't know. I clicked on the StreamYard tab, and the next thing I know, it said something went wrong. Try again. So who the fuck
that's
knows?
Oh,
That's
that's
happened to me.
interesting.
Yeah, it was a miracle. It was
No, that's what you call a fault
That's
in
what you call it.
technological processes. There's absolutely nothing about that is in any way
God,
miraculous or
God,
magical.
God was trying to
Natural.
end this fucking conversation because I've been praying for him to end it for 45 fucking minutes.
Well, God
It
doesn't
doesn't
exist.
matter.
So
You're
what
not
would you
participating,
expect to
so just
happen?
listen.
Oh, now you're lying.
Wait, are you saying gods and wizards can't cause technological errors?
Oh my
Show me
god.
where one has.
Exactly what I'm saying.
Oh,
Show me where it has done it.
Oh, shit.
Somebody had to have rabies vaccinations.
So I used to have this dog. It was half wolf, half German Shepherd, and it could kill a raccoon in like 10 seconds without getting a single scratch on it. And then I saw these coon dogs who are bred to chase raccoons, and they got like scars all over their faces. And this German Shepherd I had, he was awesome. He would just kill them instantly.
It's funny. Same thing. Speed. Same thing.
That sounds
almost-
50% miracle, 50% magic. if
Wait,
I'm
wait,
honest.
Brian, you can.
I'm
you
thinking
can kill a
75,
raccoon?
25. I mean, because you can
David.
get miracles and magic like you can get ground beef, 60-40, with lean and fat, 75-25. You can get, it's the same way. You just kind of go to a store and figure out how much miracle do I want and how much magic do I want, and then you can pick from your selection of religions and belief systems and get whatever, percentages you want. It's the same basic thing.
I want to get back to this. I want to get back to this. David, how many raccoons do you kill on an average day?
Well, I don't anymore, but I grew up with it. My father was a big coon hunter.
Yeah, the people that raise corn, the children of the corn, they kill raccoons all the time.
Yeah,
because
Children of the Corn. That sounds like a horror movie waiting to happen.
Yeah.
I have a question for everybody here. Is this a podcast or is this a live stream on YouTube?
We don't know.
This is a live stream on YouTube. I believe.
So why the fuck am I the only motherfucker on camera?
I can answer that.
Podcast.
I can answer that. Until you showed up, it was a podcast. Now it's a live stream because it had one person on camera, which is the difference.
That's not how it works.
Yes,
Leo, you bring the sex appeal.
Nope. Speed doesn't do podcasts.
Podcasts don't have video, and live streams do.
Look at the chat
so
now.
why do none of you have video on? What the fuck?
I had video on earlier. I just went into another room.
Oh my god, do I really have to deal with this shit today? I guess I do.
Yep.
I'm just gonna fucking hide them. I don't even care.
Shit.
I'm not dealing with this shit tonight. No.
He did the same exact comment, over an hour ago that he did the other day. Hi, Whiteies, he said.
Hi, it was something like, "Hi, my Whiteies, how's it going?"
Yeah,
how's
yeah,
it?
Yeah,
he just calls us his Whiteies. I don't see a problem with that.
So, have you guys heard that the Delta variant of COVID-19 has an R0 value of between 8 and 9?
Yeah, we're fucked.
It's oh my god, this is bad. This is fucked. But you know what?
Florida's finding out.
What's going to happen is all the dumb people will die, and society ultimately will be better off because of that. So we just got to let natural selection do her thing, unless you're Danny, because he doesn't believe in that for some apparent reason.
That is the Illuminati's plan. It's been their plan all along.
Wait.
What are you talking about, a new Illuminati? This is just natural selection, unless you're Danny, and then I don't know what it is.
Wait, I mean, Danny's pro-vaccine, though, right?
Yeah, well, he's pro-vaccine, but not pro-natural selection.
Yeah, I reject natural selection as explanatory.
He knows I'm giving him shit, but ultimately the reason why.
Louder, please, Danny.
Wait, I'm curious now. So, Danny,
oh god, I shouldn't have
mentioned that.
You can kick me out, Speed. I shouldn't have said a fucking word. I'm sorry.
Why the fucking blah 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 natural selection?
Why the fuck did you have to go there? Come the fuck on, you fucking prick.
So.
Oh my god, what have we done?
We're gonna go down this road for the billionth time.
Can somebody answer a fucking question for me? Minnesota had 702 cases, which is like seven times as much as we had 2 weeks ago. But Florida had 29,000 fucking cases in one day.
Well, yeah, it's Florida.
It's Florida. Dude, okay, hold on.
What are you doing? Licking each other?
They're being Floridians. What do you mean?
We're being Floridians. We're being, sovereign citizens.
They're building their immunity through war of attrition.
Yeah,
pretty much.
It'll fucking work as well. And
I wish I could say that was wrong.
Mask.
When you
get a mask,
it'll be the stupid people that don't survive. That's a pie in the sky dream. That is.
Yeah, it is a dream. Fodor.
Well, I would imagine that Florida is full of a bunch of old, retired Republicans.
No, actually, most of the conservatives in Florida are from the disgruntled Cubans.
Yeah.
To be completely honest.
Well, there's a lot of them.
And most of them don't actually realize anything about political philosophy, so it's not even worth listening to them. Like most people who are conservative, because I don't think I've ever met a conservative who was versed in political philosophy. And those that I did weren't really conservative; they were more classical liberal.
Do you know how highly educated the Cubans are?
That sounds so weird.
It depends on what you
Be a
mean.
trick question.
they're pretty highly educated.
Oh, it depends on what you mean. Their education rates are not the highest amongst the world. They're just higher than the United States because they have a stronger public education system.
Which compared to Americans will make them highly educated.
Yeah, but highly educated doesn't mean you understand the nuances of political philosophy. So, which doesn't the fact that they're highly educated doesn't defeat the initial point that I was making.
The better retort to that would have been highly educated in what?
Well, they have.
That's essentially what I asked.
More doctors per head of population than any other
So
country.
medical education.
That's the particular favorite, yeah.
Yes.
Well, I don't think I would
agree.
trust. I trust a medical person as much like with engineering my car.
Right. The reason why they have more doctors is because they literally trade people for oil.
Well, no, it's not that they have more doctors. It's that their doctors are better trained, which is a fact.
No, they have a high doctor percentage per population. Because their
doctors are also better trained.
Well, yeah, but they have a whole program since like the late 70s where they exchange doctors for oil and supplies from South America.
Orlando is fucked.
That, I mean, when you consider the reasons why and the context under which that's happening, that's actually not a bad thing. It's not like they're selling people. That's not what they're doing. It's trading resources for resources, saying, hey, we'll give you doctors to help you out with your problems, but we want something in return for it. It's literally bartering. It's literally capitalism. I give you something, but you've got to give me something in return. They're not like selling people. That's not what's happening.
I don't know if that's strictly capitalism, but...
Well, I mean, it kind of is.
It really is. It really is. Here, take our doctors, give us your oil.
Well, no, that's just a drastic oversimplification of what
it is, but that's
so you're admitting it's a drastic oversimplification, which means that you're admitting that there are nuances you're skipping over that I've already outlined. It's we will provide you doctors so that you can take care of your people and provide them with healthcare, but we're not going to do it for nothing. We want something in return. We want resources for our country in return for us providing resources to your country, which I don't think anybody would say is really a bad thing. The United States of America does that. In fact, they don't do that. They'll say, we're just going to come here and take whatever the fuck we want. And when you say no, we're just going to bring our military. China does the same thing.
What I'm trying to get at here, it's not our doctors will come over and help you. What it is, okay, doctors, you live here now.
I don't think so. I don't think the data really supports that.
Yeah,
well, I would need to see data on that. That doesn't seem to be what...
China doesn't do that, no.
Well, I don't know what China has to do with what?
Look, as far as I'm concerned,
you explained about the way the Americans do it, and said China.
Well, no, but not about healthcare. I was speaking broadly about how if the United States just wants resources, they'll just go and take them. China kind of does do the same thing. They just do it more strategically than the United States does.
That's not how China does it. No.
It is.
No, it's not.
Well, I mean, it is. Just look at the Southeastern Asia. And the way, because what China has done to Southeastern Asia is exactly what the United States has done to Central and Southern America, raped them for their resources utilizing military strategies, which generally involve coups, which overthrow the democratically elected leaders in those regions in favor of dictators who then write off all of the resources to the countries that installed those dictators, namely the United States and China. Russia is also guilty of doing this in Eastern Europe. This is not new information. Anybody who's a historicist will tell you these things. I've talked to them. These things have happened. You can disagree, but until I see academic literature supporting your disagreement, then I don't have any reason to accept it.
Until you show me some of yours, then I disagree.
I've already cited that my information is coming from academics that I've had a discussion with. Not to mention that it's kind of just common knowledge, like everybody knows just what the United States and China has done.
Can I join in and talk over both of you?
Can I join in just to inform you how three people talking at the same time is really helpful to conversation?
So China make claim to that land as being their own from a historical sense, and that's why they have that attitude towards places like Taiwan, etc., etc. So it's
When did I
completely
mention
different. So it's
Taiwan?
completely different. So it's completely different to what America do in Central America.
What's going on here?
When did I
Because
mention
America,
Taiwan?
I'm still going, but because America don't claim to their land as being their own, so that's completely different. And then secondly, in
When
Africa,
does China do that?
in Africa, China do that in Asia. If you didn't know,
This is the
I'm not
video
talking
that
about
otherwise you
Asia.
wouldn't be saying that.
He's saying
I didn't
historically,
mention
when did the
Asia.
Chinese do that
And
as
then-
claiming land as being native to
Asia.
them?
That's where China is. Asia, yes.
Speed.
And
Okay,
then if
when
you
did I
take-
say it wasn't in
Then
Asia?
if you can take into Africa, they'll actually buy the resources. And,
When did I mention Africa? Like, we're not even addressing what I said here. I'm so
bringing up the
confused.
Well, that's because you're not listening. Because you're just
Well, I'm
talking.
listening to what you're said, and I'm
There you go.
what I'm hearing is not addressing anything that I said. I didn't mention
Okay,
Africa.
well, I'm
I
sorry,
didn't
you're
mention
not listening
Taiwan.
because I did
Well,
address what you
I am listening, but no, you didn't. I didn't mention Taiwan. I didn't mention Africa. You're talking
Right.
about what China is doing there. When did
You
I
mentioned
mention?
Central
When did I
America.
mention
Did you
those
mention
reasons?
Central
No,
America?
no, I didn't. Not in regards to China. No.
He
I
mentioned.
think you did. So I don't
No,
know what
I
you're
didn't.
talking
What I
about.
said is that what China has done to Southeastern Asia is what the United States has done to Central and Southern America. I didn't say
Where's
anything
Taiwan?
about China doing
Where's
anything
Taiwan?
to Central and Southern America. China is in Asia, or
Taiwan?
Taiwan is in Asia.
Yeah, whereabouts in Asia?
In Asia, it's on the Asia.
Southeastern
It's on the. I believe it's on the Malay Peninsula, if I'm not mistaken.
Southeastern Asia, yeah.
Not
it's not on the peninsula.
entirely. Wait, did you say Taiwan? You're saying Taiwan,
Taiwan's
right?
an island.
Taiwan. Oh yeah, I was thinking Thailand. My bad. Yeah, I don't actually know where Taiwan is, but I know it's in Asia.
Anyway, I'm not going to fucking dispute it. I've said what I've said. It's a completely different situation. So.
Yeah, I just don't know how it addresses the broader point that I was making.
Because
What it seems that you're
which I'm
doing is
saying is
taking a
completely
specified
different.
point and
It's
using
not
that to beat a much broader point, which might not necessarily. It's like pointing to a statistical outlier and then claiming that refutes the general trend when it doesn't.
Hey, boys and girls.
Yes, James, they are massively hunting for resources, but it's not like they do it through force of arms.
They do. They have. Yes, they have.
Who's talking right now?
I'm just trying to think of the last
Multiple
time
people.
China.
Why don't you hide them, Speed?
Who is 621 chess?
62 IQ, that is probably.
Oh.
Yeah. 62 IQ.
Hey, Speed, do you have Praise blocked? He just told me that you had him blocked because I told him to join us.
Praise.
No, come on. Let's have some fun with Crazy Boy.
Bring him in. Bring him in.
All right,
Let
me
check.
Yeah,
No,
double
fucking
check.
okay. Not unless Danny was using one of his accounts.
No, that's a Steve troll account. I mean, not Steve. It's a troll of Steve's account.
Community. Let me check. I'll just make sure. No fucking way. Moderator. Man, I have too many moderators. Okay, Harry P. Ness, praise God, is blocked. I don't know who the fuck that is.
Unblock him.
Yeah, unblock
he's
that.
okay.
I told you who that was. I told you who that was.
Yeah,
I thought it was
he's a good guy.
No.
We told
Okay.
you who it was, and you didn't listen, and now you're
Okay.
confused, and now
Who
we're
is
having the
Bu-
conversation again.
Okay, who is Bugs Are Friends, not food?
No
Why the fuck-
idea.
Why the fuck
No
is he
clue.
blocked?
That's me. That's me.
Oh, okay, that's why you're blocked. Okay, so Danny Alito, Jack's Minions, Nikki Felt. I mean, Jesus Christ, you got a lot of accounts. Not Danny. Please have mercy. Where the fuck is Praise? Okay, Praise should not be blocked. Leo left. Somehow got bounced again.
Oh, sorry.
No, it
Wow.
just keeps crashing. I don't know what the fuck is going on. I have no clue.
Who's
what's
Alex?
going on.
Alex4. I got Alex4 blocked. Is that Alex Cox?
I have
He came
no.
on and
I
did-
don't even know who that is.
Yeah, he came on and did some nasty shit one night.
No, it's not Alex Cox, but it's another Alex that frequents Smokey's stream.
Yes. So I don't have Praise
He was
blocked.
being a dick. A bunch of
Yeah,
times.
it's also probably not Praise because Praise is still live at the moment.
Oh, okay. So it's somebody else pretending
Yeah.
to be Praise. I don't know.
So he's not blocked. Why is he saying that he's blocked? That
Where did you say that?
Who said who is blocked?
in his stream,
I commented on there and said, "Hey, join us at Speed's channel." And then he said something like, "I'm blocked. I couldn't go there if I wanted to."
No, he's not.
What? No, he's
I
not.
don't know
figured
who
he
we're
was full of
talking about.
shit, but I was like,
Oh,
Who are we
doesn't want to
talking
come over
about?
here.
Praise I am that I am is who we're talking about.
Okay.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's that
Yeah,
Christian
he's too
that
much
thinks
of a
he's got-
pussy.
A Christian that thinks he's got a persecution complex. Oh, okay.
Oh, he thinks he's being persecuted. That's it.
Of course
No, he
does.
just thinks he's a Hebrew scholar, and
fucking
he's
love it.
nowhere near close to that.
I would try and
Gavin.
help you out, Germania, but he has me blocked because of the some picture.
I just told him he's not.
Invite Gavin. I would love to have Gavin come over.
Really?
No, no,
Let's see those pictures.
absolutely
Come
not.
on, you guys. Oh,
No.
No, there's what would come of that? He doesn't even know how to
There's
respond
no
to points.
benefit.
He's so
Yeah.
fucking stupid. It's not
he
even
wouldn't
funny.
come here anyway, but it would be a
Exactly.
lot of fun.
It would
God,
be
you guys are
really,
no
really
fun.
painful.
So
Like
you'd just rather
LPP
stay
coming
here
here
and
would be
just
fun.
talk over each other all night instead of having a little fun.
No, I'd rather like LPP or like Sal or like somebody that actually could like at least attempt to hold their own and come here. Somebody that's not just going to be an easy knockout.
I wouldn't mind Smokey coming in. I mean, he can have good conversations with
I don't
people.
think so.
Oh, yeah.
Really? With Smokey?
No, I was saying to
Oh.
Speed. I don't think LPP is an easy knockout. I
He's
don't
an
think
easy
if you don't know what you're
The curse of LPP.
Another miracle. I love it. Another miracle. I think
This time it was you, Speed. Admit it. This
No,
time it was
wasn't.
you.
That was
It was
you.
not me.
That was
I can-
fucking you.
Okay, I can show you my fucking. See, he's back. Okay.
made an update because it's not my internet because absolutely nothing about it has changed. So
Leo, you have made God angry with you.
There's no such thing as God, so I don't know what you're
You
talking
have
about.
insulted one of
It's
God's
like
prophets,
asking me
Leo.
that I've made Santa Claus angry. It makes no fucking sense to me. I don't know what
You
you're
are
talking about.
Oh, he's the
I
one.
can't attribute it to
you.
coincidence. It's just there's no other explanation that's
No,
logical,
that's
plausible,
your
or
opinion.
Well,
Quite-
I'm just
quite
going with the
frankly,
best
rather
possible
uninformed
explanation.
because it's not the best possible explanation.
No, it
the fact
doesn't
that
have-
you think it
doesn't
is
have-
demonstrates that you don't understand anything about electronics.
Right.
Well,
yeah, it doesn't have to be that.
And you don't understand anything about information.
I most certainly do.
Doesn't
Well,
have
not
to be
according
that.
to LPP.
Doesn't have to be
Of
that.
course not. He doesn't understand anything about it, so he's not going to recognize when somebody does.
It's midnight. Oh, we're trying to put midnight
No,
in.
no. Midnight was exactly
No.
4 hours and
Okay,
49
look.
minutes ago.
We're
Wait a
trying to
minute,
cause the autism in the room to go down, not up. Thank you.
We already have 10 people in. Shit, midnight. Somebody's gonna have to.
Yeah, I can
somebody,
take a break. I have stuff to do anyway.
Okay, Danny. Thanks
Okay,
for
Danny,
stopping
thank
in.
you.
I'll have a good one.
Bye, Danny.
I love when you come, Danny. I love it.
We appreciate your contributions to the room.
Can someone clip that, please? Clip that.
What is happening? I'm getting.
Can you stop
a
fucking
seizure.
with the
Scotty,
stop fucking with the tiling in the room, please? Thank you.
Let him in, Speed. I won't click on. There you go.
Leo, stop timing out people.
I'm not just randomly timing out people.
Yeah, you
Don't
are
accuse me
randomly
of that. No,
timing
I'm
out
not.
people.
I'm timing out people who are obvious trolls who have no place on this channel. That's what I'm doing.
You
If you're
have
not
no
gonna
place on this
contribute-
channel.
If you're here to
Wait.
troll other people who have no relation to this channel and troll this channel, you're gonna get fucking timed out.
Oh.
It's bullshit. We don't want it here.
Oh,
I
there
do
we
it to
go.
I can't tell you how many people I've done that to. Nope, it's not happening here. You
I
want to
see.
get butthurt about it? Go to a different fucking channel and troll over there because it's not fucking happening here. Sorry, I don't want it. Speed doesn't want it, so I'm gonna time you out. And if you keep it up, you will be hidden from the channel.
Wait,
Okay.
did he?
It
Did he?
depends if
wait,
they're
did
being
he?
a good troll or not.
Did
Wait,
he hide
wait,
the McRae troll?
Yeah, they're having fun at McRae, so why would the
Yeah, well, 'cause Leo-
Because he
Leo's
has
time
nothing
them
to
out
do with
there.
this channel, so they can go and troll him on his own
I
channel. if
agree
they
it has
want.
nothing to do with it, but it's also not a reason to time people out.
I think it is. They're trolling.
Leo,
here, they're not
Leo,
contributing to the
Leo,
discussion
just
at
a
hand.
minute.
That's
Leo,
what,
just
that's
a major
where
bias.
you're going to get timed out.
Leo, it's okay,
biased
just
against
put the
what?
cream on
People
the bite,
trolling
it's okay.
channels? Yeah, I am biased against people who troll channels. I don't have no
Well,
problem admitting
just
that.
rub the cream on. The burn will go
Hey,
away. It's
I
okay.
troll channels.
Hey, I mean, I troll people all the fucking time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if you
I
did it
enjoy
to
it.
my channel, I'd probably be calling you out as well.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, if someone wants to time them out, then let McRae come on this channel and time them out.
Hey, boys and girls.
But he's not a moderator here. How about they go to McRae's channel and troll there?
So we can let them say what they want.
I'd like to say what I want.
What's it matter if a guy that doesn't like McRae comes in here and
what you want?
Don't
say what you would like.
Don't be timing people out without asking me.
Well, then you might as well
didn't
take
time
away.
anybody out. What the
I'm gonna
fuck
be
is that
honest,
all
then you
about?
might as well take away my wrench, because then I don't know why you gave it to me if you weren't endowing me with.
I gave it to you so you can put up links
to keep people who don't need to be on your channel away from your channel. Because other than that, I don't know why you'd give somebody a wrench.
We got a
He
few
just answered
people
the
moderating. You know,
To post links, Leo.
I'd like to
Lucifer Almighty
not to
so
police the
butthurt.
chat.
They must have been his socks, because he seems quite upset that I timed them out.
Whose socks?
Wait.
They seem like they were Lucifer Almighty's socks. He seems really upset that I timed them out. Well, don't troll this fucking
I'm
channel.
upset. I'm upset you timed them out
Steve
because
is
there's
not
no
associated
reason.
with this channel, and I don't want Steve associated with channels. So keep your fucking socks somewhere else. If you
Steve
bring
just
them
said
here,
don't time
I
them
will
out.
time them out. And if you keep doing it, I will hide them. End of fucking story.
I think the power
He
trip
just said you shouldn't
Leo,
time
you
them
sound-
out. You're
Leo,
on
you
his
sound-
channel,
Well, I
so
told him
do
then he
what
could
he
take
wants
away my
to do.
wrench. Because if he didn't endow me with my wrench because he
boy.
trusted me to time out people who are going to disrupt his channel, then I don't know why he gave it to
They're
me.
having
Because I
fun
don't know
with a
why
guy
you
who's.
would be giving
They're having
people
fun
wrenches.
with a guy who's about to get another restraining order. So let him.
Not. Anyway,
Yes,
they're
he
not
is.
here to have fun. I don't want them here. They don't need to be here. They can go troll other people, other places, or on their own channels. They're
This
not
is
going to
very
bring a
uncomfortable.
cesspool of fucking drama onto this channel and stir people
There's
up.
no
It's not
drama. It's
happening.
making
Not
fun.
happening.
Okay.
Like,
hold
we
on,
know
hold
you
on.
love
of
Steve,
story.
but this is just too deep now. Come on.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
Who said I
hold on a
loved?
sec.
Who said I loved Steve?
Fuck it, I'm
Why are
leaving.
we going
oh,
with
it's becoming a bit clear, Leo. I mean,
a bit
I've
clearer?
seen
Wait,
people
it's
say.
becoming
I've
clear
seen
that I
people
don't
say
want
worse.
trolls
Hold on,
bringing
no,
the shit while I'm
hold on.
drowning there? Yeah,
I've
I
seen
hope
people
so.
say worse about people that are actually part of the hangout, and they weren't timed out. I've seen people say worse about Christians. They weren't timed out. I've seen people on this
I
hangout
don't know what any
say
of this
worse,
means.
and they weren't kicked out.
I have
So
no idea what
why-
any of this
why-
relates to my actions.
Yeah, because it's a stupid thing to do. Don't time them out.
I have absolutely no idea how any of this relates to my actions.
He's asking you to be consistent and have standards.
Yes.
What way, in what way have I not been consistent?
Well,
Okay,
he
let's-
just pointed it out.
No, he didn't.
Okay. It seemed like he did.
He
I
said
think he
these
just
people were
highlighted the point.
Christians and they were kind of mean, but you didn't time them out. I'm not timing out people for being mean. I'm timing them out for
Nerdy
being
wrote it.
trolls. So
Okay.
It's being
I-
control, not
if-
mean.
if somebody was here and they may have been rude or disrespectful, that doesn't mean they're being a troll. I'm not necessarily going to time them out for that. So what the fuck point are you trying to get at, dude? I don't. You're not showing how I've been inconsistent.
I'm helping them troll. So let's see what happens.
I mean,
People
Well, I
might-
wouldn't be able to do anything because you have a wrench. So I don't know what you think I could do,
Okay.
to you, even if I wanted to.
I mean,
There's no reason to time people out for that message. That's what I'm saying.
but here's
No
the
reason
thing.
whatsoever.
I ultimately don't care, but Steve said don't, or Speed said don't do it. So if you can't do it, then maybe you should.
Well, then I told for
Yeah.
the third time now. I've said then he can take away my wrench
Exactly.
because if he didn't give me my wrench because he was trusting me, he was endowing me with the ability to remove people from his channel because he was trusting me to keep people away from his channel. Then I don't know why he gave me my wrench to begin with.
Jesus Christ.
Hold on.
Why aren't you respecting what Speed wants if you come on his channel? You're on his channel. His rules are in place on
Because
his
he has the
channel.
power to take away
If you
my
want
wrench.
to time out people for stuff like that, do that on your own
Why are
channel.
you guys so butthurt that I timed like two people out, two obvious
Because
suspects
there
that
was
are here
no
to throw
reason
out
to time
for
them out.
5 minutes. Like you guys are really
Because
upset
there's
about
no
this. And it's
reason to
very
time
telling.
out those people.
Well, I've already
Okay.
explained that there is, and
Conversation
you haven't
over.
really
Conversation
addressed
over.
it.
Well, no, hold on. I didn't get to say. I didn't really get to say anything. Oh, we're butthurt, Leo. Really?
You're butthurt? I mean, Peter is butthurt.
Yeah, you literally said
rest
that.
of us-
And it's,
Wait, when
I'm not.
have you
I'm not
wait, hold on,
butthurt.
Midnight.
I'm not
When have you
butthurt.
commented on this matter?
What I do
This is your
think
first
is that
comment.
if you
What
come
makes you
on
think I'm
someone's
talking about
channel and you don't adhere to the rules they have on their channel, then
And they
you
can
shouldn't
take away
go
my
on that
wrench and
channel.
remove. Then they can take away my wrench and remove me from their channel.
Right.
So
It's that
that's their
simple.
power.
Yeah, you take away the wrench. So anyway, goodbye. Yeah, let's move on. Can we move on? You guys are not entertaining.
Absolutely. I've been trying. I haven't been the one keeping it on this topic. I've just repeated the same thing I've said 4 times. So I've been waiting to move on. They got timed out for 5 minutes. Cry me a river, build me a motherfucking bridge, and get your ass over it. I don't know what to say.
Okay.
And post more stuff about Steve. I like it.
Well, if they continue to troll somebody not associated with this channel who is involved with a shit pile of drama that I don't think Speed really wants on this channel, then I will continue to time them out. And if they keep it up, I will hide them from this channel.
Okay, wait a minute.
How do you know?
Okay, shut the fuck up. Catch me up a little bit. Is Steve McRae still involved in this fucking non sequitur drama?
He's been involved with that for about 3 years.
For about 3 years now.
Do you really want all that coming to your channel?
He was recently told to come visit the FBI for a chat, and that wasn't voluntary.
Oh, no, he wasn't. That was a
Yes, he
joke.
was.
Wait, you actually think that was real? Oh, my God.
No.
Oh, that's so funny. Holy shit.
wow, you Leo, you are so transparent.
Joke? Desperate for what?
It wasn't.
I said
it was an actual joke.
I said
that Red's rhetoric started, and people actually take it serious. Oh
I said
God, this is so funny.
Never mind.
And then Steve, when he was on vacation, went to the FBI building, I think in DC, and was making jokes about it too, because people actually took it seriously. I'm not even going to comment anymore. There's so many people that don't even have any fucking clue what's happening, and it's not even worth trying to educate them because they're so far gone, they're not even going to listen. So we can move on.
A whole bunch of us that don't give a rat's ass.
Exactly.
And nobody gets.
I'm just trying to keep them off your channel, Speed, because I know you don't want that fucking bullshit brought here like it already has been. So
yeah, it was a pretty mild post, and so anyway, moving on. So how about those Christians?
How about those Christians?
But dunk.
They're still doing it.
One's on screen without pants.
Oh my God!
Gavin,
I'll
it's
take
not
him
like
down.
you're going to be able to do anything anyways.
No, that's not Gavin. That's Praise.
Well, that's not exactly surprising, but a little
So
disappointing.
did Praise accept that he's not blocked on the channel? I didn't see his response. So.
Oh, he's not going to respond to that. He doesn't want to come over here.
Of course not.
Praise doesn't want to defend his beliefs.
Because he switches them every time he wipes his ass. He doesn't have anything to defend.
Exactly,
Shit.
Leo. Yes. Every time I talk to him, he's changed his position. It's so confusing.
And the problem with LP,
Hey, stop stealing my line.
and the
I told him,
problem
I was
with
like,
LPP,
dude, you're like a politician.
that's a good one. Specifically a Republican politician, naturally.
Right.
But it's just the thing with LPP is that he won't commit himself to the position he actually holds to, so he won't come over here because he knows we're going to hold him to that. So there's reasons why all those guys won't come here. Otangelo doesn't have anything to fear in his mind, so he comes here, and I have a lot of respect for him for that.
Same.
The rest of them are a bunch of... I'm sorry, they're cowards. They're fucking cowards.
Otangelo, I'll say this. I think Otangelo is a coward, and the reason I say that is he won't answer...
No.
He won't answer a question in a direct form.
Of course not, but he still comes here
Peter.
repeatedly.
Yeah, but that's not a sign of bravery. That's a sign of stupidity.
I think it is. I think it's a sign that in his mind he's got good arguments and he's not afraid to present them. That's not cowardice. That can't be cowardice. He might not answer questions when they're posed to him. He might, backpedal and things like that, but he's coming here to have discussions about these things because he thinks he's got good arguments. That's not something you would expect of a coward. I would say that he just isn't informed enough to properly defend his positions, but I don't think he's a coward.
I don't even know if it's that. I mean, it's just like
properly defend his positions.
I think Atangelo could actually do really fucking well if he actually listened to people's questions and answered them
Hang on
like
a minute.
in the way that it was presented.
Do you think anybody could defend some of his positions?
Yeah, I think somebody could. Yeah, I think Atangelo could defend his positions actually rather well. But I mean, the thing is, like, if you ask him a direct question about, well, the thing is, you never get to that point with him, because when you ask him a direct question, what he will do, instead of answering the question directly, is he will give like 20 different like alternative points that are related to the topic at hand.
Sure.
Like in addition to his answer, which is not productive for the sake of conversation.
Right. Okay. I've rarely heard him make I've hardly heard him make valid arguments there. So.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you that his points aren't
you
valid.
Can't defend those positions if they're invalid. You can't. There's no defending them. There's no answering the question.
Yeah, but the thing is, you can't tell Atangelo his points are invalid because it would require him to understand what validity means.
Well, that's another point altogether. But just saying.
No, I agree with you.
Can be defended by somebody is pretty.
I
amazing
mean,
to me.
What do I mean by can be defended?
I'll give credit to Otangelo because he does go into rooms full of atheists. So I do respect him because he's not afraid. Granted, he will bypass questions and ignore people's thoughts and concerns, but he will at least come into a room full of people who disagree with him on an extreme level. But that's all I've got to say about him.
Until you play Benny Hill, then he runs. So he's afraid of something.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is, like, I actually respect Atangelo. It's just that, like, he won't admit his own ignorance on certain topics, which makes it hard to address, like, points that are relevant to the field he wants to talk about.
Well, I will say Immutable.
I like Otangelo. I just don't respect his arguments.
I will say Immutable had a great conversation with him on my channel, and yeah, he was. He got
triggered over the fact that like he got butthurt over the fact like that when me and him were talking about biochemistry, like it was particularly on the topic of the ribosome, and I asked him like Atangelo, like. Do you have you taken courses formally like in the areas like that you're wanting to like talk about? Like, do you have an education like in it? And he said no. Of course, I knew he would say that. But the point being made there was like, if you don't have an education, like if you're ignorant on some of these topics, well, the question it was as a question, but so the question was, Atangelo, if you aren't familiar like with these topics, like in a formal setting, do you think that that's going to hinder like the types of arguments you're able to make and the potential like validity they have? And he wouldn't answer that question. Like he got fucking triggered because he thought I was insulting his intelligence. And no, I wasn't. I was just asking, like, do you think the level of knowledge somebody has is going to have bearing on the types of arguments they're able to make and the type of discourse we're able to have?
Do you know why he won't admit that?
Well, because when the moment he admits that he's ignorant, it means that technically
more than likely, right? Yeah,
that I'm more than likely correct.
Me and Doubting Thomas had him cornered. Me and Doubting Thomas had him cornered. I asked him, so Demeter is a PhD molecular biologist and active origins of life researcher. Are you willing to admit that he knows more than you about those fields than you do? And he wouldn't admit it. He said, well, you know, I'm looking at it from a different perspective than he does. Like he would not admit that an actual PhD in the subject knows more than a guy who has no degrees relevant to the subject.
Because that is actually what he thinks. He thinks that he knows as much as someone who has an actual PhD in the field. That's the problem.
Well, yeah, I don't disagree with you.
Otangelo hates Demeter. He's always making comments about him. Well, Demeter can come on here and talk all he wants. He can talk for half an hour.
Because he's threatened by him.
Yeah,
and we want to hear from Demeter much more than we want to hear from Otangelo.
Well,
you got to understand that from the beginning.
Well, you know the reason that Otangelo is genuinely upset with Demeter? I can tell you why it's the case. It's because Otangelo can make all of his points towards Demeter, and Demeter can address each and every one of those points and explain why it's not valid, and why the thing he's studying, which is the origin of life, right? And Otangelo's understanding of the origin of life is not like proper, and Otangelo can't respond to it, and Otangelo can't understand or respond to Demeter's points. Because, like, I've seen Otangelo and Demeter have, like, an hour-long conversations. And it's obvious.
3 hour long conversations.
And it's obvious to me that he's, like, that he doesn't understand the things he's talking about or the things that Demeter are talking about. Because
he's a little more, like, I don't know, obfuscation.
Speed, is that a midnight moth?
Thank you, mate. He will, once you make a point, I think he knows the point you're making, and then he refuses to answer because he knows that once he starts going down that rabbit hole, he's lost. So I think it's a little more, I mean, I think he is aware that some of these arguments are just arguments against what he's saying, and therefore he either refuses to understand or he tries to make several points back first about other topics. Shift the goalposts, you know.
It's simply the fact that he refuses to acknowledge points that undermine his own position.
Exactly.
That's all it is.
Yeah, that's exactly what
one of the most glorious moments with Otangelo was when Speed had him read that snippet from the article that he himself cited. I don't think I will ever forget that. That's one of the most beautiful moments I've ever seen between an atheist and a creationist. It was absolutely. I just remember Speed. Otangelo, can you read? Can you read what I have highlighted here for me? And he read and like just like with no hesitation, he reads it, and you can hear it in his voice as he's reading it.
You can
what he's reading and what it says. It's so amazing.
He still tried to shift the goalpost straight afterwards, though, didn't he?
Yeah, you can see the deer in the headlights.
Yeah, I know.
Walk with him.
It's just like, oh, okay.
He pretty much said, "Yeah, well, I don't care what all of the rest of the article says, other than the little snippet that I cherry picked from it." That's pretty much what he said.
That Otangelo made the blanket admission. Yeah, the thing is
that he's cherry picking.
Right, Otangelo essentially committed that. He had essentially admitted that, like that he doesn't care what the paper is saying.
Yeah.
You know, but that.
I mean, again, he tried to make a slightly different point, which was
he was trying to.
Which was he can use the data, right, and not the conclusion, and that
but the thing is
that is a fair point to make.
Right? Unfortunately, not exactly.
Unfortunately, no.
Okay, but Simos.
Unfortunately, he cherry
let Simos finish.
Unfortunately, he cherry picked the data, right? And so even then, you know, disputing the conclusion, this isn't going to work anyway.
No, but it wasn't the data that he was cherry picking. It was like one half of a sentence that was up at the beginning in the explanatory part of the paper. I mean, there was no data that he was. He was quoting. It was just a probability.
Sorry, I didn't mean he was doing it actually at that moment. I mean, that was the goalpost that he tried to move to.
Yeah.
Right. Well, the thing Otangelo was trying to do was he had pulled up something about like protein functional spaces, and what he had tried to pull from that, like from that quote, was that proteins can't have function or fold properly in the origin of life because the sequence space is just too large. It's too enormous for that to have happened. But the thing is, that article, and like even further in the sentence, directly refute the point he's making, because that point wasn't like being used by the researchers like in a conclusion. It was being used as a way of introducing the problem and how the researchers analyzed that problem to find a solution to it.
Yeah.
I think the bigger point from this is that not just Otangelo, but I think Otangelo, Maddox, Praise, all of them, they don't read any of this literature. They command search for certain terms and then look for snippets they can pull from it that they can cite on a whim and then give the link to this paper and say, well, I've got this paper standing for truth, as I've got this paper and that paper and that paper. All they care about is saying that they've got all these papers backing up what they say and the ability to cite them without actually understand. They don't care about being able to sit there. Like if you were to ask them, well, can you tell me what the methodology that these authors and this authors used in this paper and the conclusions they came to? They wouldn't be able to tell you a single fucking thing because they don't care about that. That's not their goal.
I mean, in fairness to them, right? Like, I can read some of the papers on Origin of Life and understand maybe like 20% of it because it's like very complicated and very like nuanced research that's occurring. But the thing is, like, they're showing like basic like lack of reading comprehension in general. Like, they're not even showing that they can read an article and like actually understand the context of the article, nor like what the authors are actually trying to convey, like when they're writing to an audience.
Exactly. They don't understand data analysis at all. Like if I asked them, you know, like what is a Bayesian framework? They probably wouldn't be able to tell me anything about that.
Right. I mean, I don't expect them to understand like some of the nuances and stuff like that with, you know, with the fields they're talking about, but the fact that they're pretending as if though they do is the issue.
Mm-hmm.
When they literally don't have any, you know, when they don't have any knowledge. And James Tour, for that matter, I mean, is just as bad. Because even though James Tour is a professional as a synthetic organic chemist, what he's doing is he's saying that other people's work are invalid because the types of methods he uses towards synthesis of certain chemicals would be deemed invalid or, you know, wouldn't work in the case of Origin of Life studies and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. And there's even
that's been
other
acknowledged.
And Professor Dave had other synthetic organic chemists on that said that even in the things that James Tour is talking about, he doesn't seem to be reflecting what the consensus of professionals is. It would be as if an astrophysicist was giving opinions on like condensed matter physics. That's a completely different area from what they're still a physicist, but this is a completely different area of physics that they study. They're really not qualified to speak on it, quite frankly.
Well, yeah, and the thing is, like, this is something that chemists have spent time like developing new subfields of chemistry in order to study this topic. And it seems rather obvious that James Tour doesn't understand it because like he denies certain things that are fundamental to the field that have been understood for decades now.
Don't mind me.
Anything you want to say, Speed?
No. Isn't that cool? I just pulled them out of the freezer so they're unthawing.
Ah.
But that's a moth.
The one you had on earlier, was that a midnight moth?
That white one?
Yeah.
I don't know what a midnight moth is. I thought it was just a bug. Okay, midnight moth.
Is that a European moth?
Is that
think about it. It'll come to you. Think about it.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Well, you know it's not a midnight moth because it's not popping in and out of streams every other second.
Peter, we're a serious science channel here, you know, and I was about to Google it. God damn it.
Ooh. I was just asking.
It's a simple question.
For science, we need to know what kind of species you're looking at.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a really big moth here, so this is a really big sucker. So that's because I have the higher lens on. I can only get so much of them on the screen. But anyway, and these are okay. Here's the midnight moth. Is Midnight still here?
No, he fluttered away.
We can't make fun of him unless he's there. We can't.
No, we can make fun of him.
Can we?
Yeah, I think we can make fun of him.
I think it's fair.
He's got a nice little antenna. It's pretty cool looking moth. He's pretty white, and he's like, I don't know, pretty cool. So I got 4 of them. And, yep. And that ends the moth portion of the program.
Back to our regularly scheduled programming of shit talking.
Shit talking.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's what I'm talking about. Well, guys, should we shoot it ahead?
Why?
Why?
Let's talk shit
We're still
about
going.
John Maddox. I'm just kidding.
Oh, I knew what I was gonna ask. I was
He's
gonna ask
allergic to
Leo
strings
if
longer
he,
than 2 hours.
I was gonna ask Leo if he was gonna do like debunkings on Deepak Chopra.
Oh,
Probably
my.
not. There's no reason to address, like the one I did on quantum realism already addresses so much of what he bases the points that he makes on that it's not worth to go through everything. By the way, I just yesterday, just before I recorded that video, I recorded the script for my response to Inspiring Philosophies, one of his recent videos, Mind or Matter, which is fundamental. So my buddy's going to help me figure out how to bring in the video, import it into iMovie, and section it out to edit it. And then after that, I'll have it down and I'll get that edited. And hopefully, I'm thinking I want to get it out either Tuesday or Wednesday. So but that's probably going to be a 40 or 50-minute video. So that's what happens when people try to interpret quantum field theory, but they don't understand quantum field theory because they don't even understand classical field theory. So
So that article that you were covering, where the hell did that come from? That just seemed like
it came from some guy on Twitter whose name is Invoking Theism. He was using it to support, and he cited the very Mind Over Matter or Mind or Matter, which is fundamental video from Inspiring Philosophy in our exchange. He was trying to argue that it supports idealism and that consciousness causes collapse and that mind is fundamental. You don't have a reality unless there's an observer there to measure it and things like that. And they don't understand what realism is in physics. And that's just what I go over in the video, what realism is in physics, what it means, and why these people drastically misrepresent what it is.
It was pretty sad, but anyway, yeah. Oh, well.
Well.
Okay. Yeah.
As far as IP goes, yeah, he's like the Deepak Chopra of Christianity.
Well,
I don't think so.
He's a theistic idealist. He's not Deepak Chopra style, but he's a theistic idealist, a subjective idealist. He adheres to the idea that consciousness causes wave function collapse, and thereby mind or consciousness is fundamental for measurement, and thereby the states that matter takes. Thereby, mind must be fundamental, not matter. I mean, it's a very popular argument amongst idealists, and for those that don't understand the science, it can come off as a relatively powerful argument. But if you understand the physics, it's not convincing at all. And James Fodor and Digital Gnosis have already covered a lot of his stuff and have shown. And James Fodor is he's so brilliant. I fucking love that guy, man. He really knows what the fuck he's talking about.
The irony really is that if he believes that consciousness is responsible for collapse, right? Then presumably God, being omnipresent and omniscient, is responsible for collapsing all waves as soon as they appear.
Mm-hmm.
And that obviously is not what we see in reality. So his own argument disproves his very hypothesis that he's trying to use to demonstrate that God exists. It's ridiculous.
I've heard him say in his debate with Matt Dillahunty something about if he closes his eyes, reality collapses, or some just way out there.
Weird shit.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people that don't understand what measurement spaces, what eigenspaces are in quantum mechanics. Or what it means to take the inner product between an operator and the state vector and measure its perpendicularity with other basis vectors in that space to measure what the probability of observing some particular or measuring some particular quantity for a state is. Because these people have never actually made an attempt to understand quantum mechanics.
So
I'm tempted to say that goes like into more advanced quantum mechanics and not like introductory level.
Well, what I described is just what's described by Brockett notation in just simple vector spaces. The orthogonality of the state vector with any basis vector is going to determine the level of probability that it has of collapsing to some state vector.
Right.
Yes, simple may not be the right word to use there, I feel. But I understand what you're saying.
Well, I mean, it's taught at the undergraduate level in an entry-level quantum mechanics course. So, I mean, I don't know how you get more basic than that, considering that you're not really introduced to quantum mechanics prior to that. And when you are, they introduce these concepts. In fact, a lot of these concepts are introduced in wave mechanics or wave phenomena classes, physics of waves, normal modes, oscillations, Fourier series, Fourier transforms, Taylor series, things like that as they relate to, functions of distributions of probabilities and things of that sort.
Yeah, that's a good picture.
Different generations.
Yeah, that's a good picture.
Did you do that?
What do you mean?
He's doing that. He's doing that right now.
I'm doing that
This is
live
real
with
time.
a
Shut the fuck up. I mean,
What?
did you take the picture?
Did I take that picture? No, I meant this is a video. This is like a live microscope feed that I'm doing right now.
That's awesome.
I can like do this. Hang on a second. Let's see if I can fucking do it carefully without fucking the thing up. But again,
Girl, we are serious about our science shit here.
See that shit, man?
That's awesome. I would love to do micro photography. I just think that's the coolest thing.
Yeah, there's a channel that gets a whole lot of attention. What the hell, Microcosmos, and they do
through the Microcosmos or something like that.
Yeah, and they get free microscopes now from all kinds of companies, and they got some just dynamite fucking microscopes. But this is a stereo microscope, and I've got the high lens on, so I can go up to 180 power. But it gets, when you magnify it that much, it gets a little hard to see shit because it's really, really up there. And
that's awesome.
Yeah, it's really hard to focus. So that's kind of the moss mouth, basically, we're showing. And this is the underside of the
for stereo microscope. It doesn't make a lot of sound.
No, pretty quiet. It's only 1 watt, Peter. So.
Peter.
But Speed, I saw you struggle earlier. Do you think I should send you the video that is currently on my screen?
Yes, you should.
Because yes, no one heard you. Because no one heard you, and so you could say foreskin, but it might be better to have this.
Oh my god! A visual. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's go see if I can look at the.
I think we should call that a Danny lamp.
Danny lamp. Yeah, I don't know why the kid was so squeamish about foreskin. I don't know.
Okay, Peter, what is going on with your avatar?
That is a very suggestive lamp.
Very much so.
Yeah, there's two versions. There's two versions of it. So this is the male version. They also have a female version, but most males don't seem to be able to turn that one on.
Okay. Yeah,
Yes.
that's a sad state of affairs right there.
Yeah, it is. But keep in mind, if those were the only lights on the planet, then I think Danny would be living in the dark all the time.
Pretty much.
I'm
probably
so
correct.
confused.
I mean, I like Danny.
That's okay. Don't worry about it.
I like Danny
We
too.
all
I
like
just think there's a
Danny.
lot of people that don't have the intellectual capability of contending with a lot of the arguments that he makes, or the objections he brings against their arguments. So they opt instead to attack his character.
You know,
For a tiny moment, I thought that you were going to say how to successfully push back a foreskin, but nice save.
I can't. I'm mesmerized by Peter's.
It's satisfying to watch, right?
It really is.
It really is. It's also kind of like very homoerotic.
I have the weirdest.
I don't think it's homoerotic. I don't even think it's erotic. It just depends on how you consider the situation. Y'all are just saying the particular mindset in which you immediately consider things, rather than saying, hey, what are some other potential contexts under which I consider something? You jump to immediately the sexual one. I would wonder why.
What would you rather I conceive that to be?
Because
who said you had to conceive it to be anything other than a lamp? To me, I see a lamp.
I acknowledge the fact that it's a lamp. I'm just curious about the morphology of the lamp. Let's say.
I got another one for you. Hold on. I got another one for you. Let me go find that real quick. Damn. I was trying to I was trying to get this one to and have Mr. Batman use that as his logo.
Oh.
So I'll let you figure it out.
I thought you had the female counterpart to that lamp, but okay.
That's what I was thinking too.
No, this is slightly different.
Yeah, I you don't say.
Hold on.
I think I broke Leo. I broke Leo.
Wow, you just now got that? Jesus.
I have no idea what you guys are talking about.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm with Leo
that's
on
all
this
right.
one.
You know what?
That's all right. Speed's a little bit late to the game.
Well, I mean, were you going to tell me, or were you just going to keep the information from me?
What? You don't see it?
Don't see what?
Okay, Leo. Don't tell him.
Oh boy.
Well, so wait, were you going to inform me, or were you just going to? Were you going to inform me, or were you going to gatekeep?
Let him remain innocent. The innocent Leo is so much better.
Yeah, let's not spoil things.
Let's be cautious.
I had to come back on because...
Were you going to inform me of what you're talking about, or were you just going to gatekeep for the sake of making a joke, which is
No.
rude?
I'm going to let you figure it out.
Hey,
Leo, literally look at the image.
So what you're saying is, you go, what image?
Leo.
What do you mean, what image?
Yes, I mean, what image? Are you going to gatekeep, or are you going to make an attempt to inform me, since I obviously have no fucking clue what you're talking about?
We're listening to Midnight right now. Midnight.
I can't believe. I honestly can't believe
just
I'm
ignore anything that I said, and let's go to somebody else.
Okay, Leo,
please.
you're over talking Midnight.
I wasn't. I was answering a question. But anyway, let's continue.
Midnight. What did you come for? What did you start to say?
You just had to use that word.
Midnight.
What?
What did you start to say? You started to say something when you came in the room.
Yeah, you had to come back because.
I had to come back because I had to ask Peter. Really, Peter? Really?
Yes, really.
Oh,
yes, really. Yes, really.
Yes, really. What do you expect?
You Midnight. How long have you known me?
Midnight.
You should know by now.
Well.
I mean,
okay. Well, hold on. How long have I known you? Hold on. How long have I known you? Let's see. Implicitly, a couple of years. Explicitly, a couple of months.
Okay. So, and you're a quick learner. So
I think you got those backward.
Midnight.
No, I meant what?
You're getting close to what the logo says. Carry on. That was a clue.
Yeah, I know what the logo is.
Yeah, but don't say it. Don't say it because Leo doesn't.
I'm not going to say it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's fine. Some
Good.
people would rather gatekeep a joke than share the humor with others.
Stop getting salty about it.
Damn.
Well, salty
Just
about
look at
what?
it.
What am I getting salty about? I don't know what the fuck I'm supposed to be looking at because nobody's made an attempt to help me understand what the fuck is going on. Because I was off screen for a little bit and didn't know what the joke initially was. But
Okay. I'll help you. I'll help you out. Leo, I'll help you out. I'll help you out.
Instead of helping
Leo,
which is your own problem. So
I'll help you out. Don't be too anal about this.
That doesn't tell me anything. I don't know what you're talking about.
God damn it!
Oh,
Was that too much?
It was.
God, you just had to go there, didn't you? You fucking prick.
I'm working on my comedy skills in English. Give me a break.
I'm just saying, there's ways you could have handled that, but that is one method.
Leo, how does that? Look, I gotta ask you something. How does it help you? How does it help you if we just told you?
Well, because it helps me understand what the hell is going on. Do you think that because if you tell me what the joke is,
Wait
it's
a minute.
not going to be funny? If I don't understand the joke now, then obviously the only way I'm going to understand it is if you tell me. What makes you think it's like
Okay,
gonna
Leo,
remove
hold
the
on.
humor?
Leo, hold on. I'm not gatekeeping. I'm just telling you to take the back door.
Yeah, this is no, but literally this is what you call gatekeeping.
Hey, Peter! Don't be so hard on him.
Jesus fuck!
Oh my God!
That was anything, Leo. Just whatever happens, don't be butthurt.
I have another hint. I have to go. No, just stop. Okay. I'm starting to feel bad now.
Oh fucking God.
Leo, if you really want to know, I'll tell you on Twitter later. I don't know.
No, tell him now. Tell
Yeah,
him
that's
now.
just
Come on, guys.
gatekeeping. Say,
Oh
okay,
my
this is what the
fucking
joke
God.
is. Obviously, you missed it. You weren't here. This is what it is. But no, like it's been 10 minutes and nobody's done that. Like you are just gatekeeping.
The joke is still on the screen.
Why do we gatekeep the show? I don't understand.
The joke is Peter's avatar.
Oh my God! And
It still makes no sense.
Highlight
It still makes
Peter's
no sense to me.
avatar.
There's obviously context that I don't understand.
Yeah, there is.
There is.
Yeah, so I'm wondering why you guys are just not giving me the context instead of, oh, well,
It's in the
we can give
picture.
you these subtle hints that don't actually do anything, which is just gatekeeping the joke. Why
Leo,
gatekeep a joke? Because
trust
then
me,
people,
trust
why
me,
gate,
Leo,
why gatekeep
Leo,
a joke? Because then
trust
people
me,
can't share
the
in its
hints-
humor, and then it's not funny. I mean, it's just stupid.
Leo, trust me, the hints were anything but subtle.
Well, yeah, but if I don't understand the context under which the joke is, I'm not going to
I can't get any
understand the
closer
hints
to
that
telling
you're
you without
giving.
telling you.
It's not helping you because you're just gatekeeping. This is just
I can't get any
gatekeeping.
closer to telling you what it is, except for telling you what it is.
Somebody call the police.
Leo, listen to my voice, Leo. Leo, listen to my voice.
And see, all we're going to hear is subtle hints that don't
Listen
do
to this
anything
guy,
for me
dude.
because I don't even understand the initial context of the joke. This is the poorest. I am witnessing the poorest delivery of a joke I have ever seen in my life.
Okay, everybody,
Let me
listen
know
to
shit
Scott.
to you.
Listen to
Oh my
Scott.
God.
Leo,
Oh my God.
listen to Scott.
Listen to Scott.
Oh, okay.
Look at the center.
Leo, I'm
of that
sorry.
picture.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to laugh. But
Are you listening to me, Leo? Can you hear my voice through the noise?
I can, but barely.
I'm here
Because
to
other
guide
people don't
you.
know how to
I'm here
mute
to
when they're
guide
laughing
you.
hysterically for some reason.
Just listen. Shh, just don't talk. Now, look at the center of the image.
I see
And
a
look at the
grasshopper.
yellow. Look
Is that
at
a
the yellow
grasshopper?
portion.
No, the
I have no
document.
idea
no.
what you're
I'm
talking
sorry.
about.
The avatar
Will you
Peter's
make the image bigger
avatar
so Leo can see it?
looks like a Batman, doesn't it?
Yeah,
Looks
I
like a
can't
Batman
even
symbol.
read what it says. What's the point? Is it like a joke on Mr. Batman?
Don't
Am I
read the
missing
words.
something here?
Don't read the words.
Can't read the words, dude. It's
Don't
too
try to read
small.
Don't try to read the words. The words are
Then what am
irrelevant.
I supposed to do?
Thing
All I
bigger.
see is like
Look
what
at
I'm
the
seeing is a
center
joke
of that
on Mr.
Batman
Batman. I
avatar.
don't get this.
Look
I'm
at the
so
center.
fucking
Peter's
confused.
avatar
Here
bigger.
we are again. We're
Okay,
trying to
Speed.
get me to get the joke instead of just fucking explaining it, dude. I have
trying
autism.
to.
I
He's
don't always
trying
get
to
this
explain
shit,
it to
and
you.
you're not trying to explain it. You're trying to explain it in a way that is subtle that gets me to get the joke.
No, shut up, Leo.
Instead of
and
just
listen
fucking
to
explaining
Scott.
the joke.
Will you listen to Scott? Will you just
Leo,
listen?
Speed, he just said he can't
I
see it.
did.
Please magnify
I
the
can't
photo.
see the fucking picture, dude.
Okay, put it up. There you go. There you go.
And
There
this
we
still
go.
makes no sense. I don't know
Okay.
what the
my
fuck.
fucking
Look
God.
at it, Leo. Look at it.
What am I
Allow me
supposed
to
to be
guide
looking
you.
at? I'm so
Pay very
fucking
close
confused.
Just shut
attention
up
to the
and
photo.
listen to
Oh, well.
Scott. He's explaining it to you. Explain it, Scott.
Okay, so don't look at the words. The words are irrelevant. Look at the
picture.
center of the image.
What?
Okay, and now only concentrate on the yellow parts in the middle.
Oh, so it's supposed to be a dick going into a butt, is what?
There you go.
What? Or is it somebody just fucking a chick
There
from
we
like
fucking
a
go. Holy
POV?
shit.
That's not really a very well set up joke, I have to be honest.
Yes, it was. It's so much better now.
Yes, it was. Leo, come on, come on.
Wait, but how do you know what's being displayed as gay? How do you know it's not just a POV of a dude fucking a chick from the rear? Like, how do you know it's gay? You don't. Like, this is a poorly delivered joke. And the words don't really tell you anything. Like, there's so much more that could have been done.
Look, they're supposed to not tell you anything. That is the joke.
I want to explain. I want to explain something. Can I please explain something?
Yes.
Sure. Okay. The reason, you know, like why people have that reaction to that avatar is because, you know, it's because everyone who's interacted with Mr. Batman gets a gay vibe from him.
I don't.
That's why it's funny.
I get a really, really uneducated individual vibe, but I must say I don't get.
There's that, but a lot of people who have interacted with him have said that he gives off a gay vibe. Hence the joke.
Yeah, that went over my head because I've never gotten that vibe from him, not once.
Well, now you know.
Oh my God, Leo, I have to thank you. Okay, I was feeling like shit today.
I don't know what that means.
I was. Okay,
you made
Danny.
us happy, Leo.
Yes.
You are the gift that keeps
when
on
you say
giving.
thank somebody, I don't know what the fuck that means. Never heard that phrase before. Dude, I live in the Midwest. I don't live in like New Jersey. I don't keep up with the fresh lingo of the day. I don't.
Don't worry about it.
That's okay, Leo.
I have to. How do I put this? You know, whatever. Fuck you, Leo. There you go.
Sure, whatever. Whatever floats your boat, buddy.
Oh, thank God. Okay, that's.
I mean, I already said you look cute in a dress, but moving on.
Dude, I look cute. Dude, I'd look sexy as fuck in a dress. What are you talking about? You
Hey, you said it.
Probably better than Hulk.
Damn right I did. I'd look sexy in a morning. I'd look sexy with nothing on.
Hey, what'd you
Wanna
say,
find out?
Immutable?
Oh, I'm sorry. Do I need to say it again?
No, you don't.
Yes, you do.
I must ask a quick question to somebody in the chat. CRISPR, is there something wrong with having autism and not having social skills that are as adept as those of the average individual?
And you just had to take it there.
Well, I mean, but it seems like he's making a joke at the fact that I can't always read social situations, but I literally can't help it.
I don't think
it's a
it's a
massive
joke.
autism.
I mean, I didn't.
Can totally be funny.
Look, I didn't really want to do this, but you know, you're not the only one who has autism.
When did I say I was, though?
No, I know, but you're like,
what is that? What is that an objection to?
I believe earlier. You believe in this stream. You know, in this stream, you said I couldn't get it because I got autism.
Yeah,
now, maybe I misheard you.
Jokes will go clean the fuck over my head, dude.
Right, but as
because
I said,
there's social aspects to jokes, certain social cues involved in jokes and picking them up. That people with autism they can't pick up those social cues, so they can't pick up the jokes.
No, not all of them.
I never said all of them, but it is characteristic of people.
Well,
with
you
high
said
functioning
people with
autism.
people with autism.
People with high functioning autism. I never said everybody that has it. It is characteristic of high functioning autism, though.
Leo,
that doesn't mean everybody has it. That means that a lot of them, if not most of them, do.
To be fair to Leo, he got the joke once it was actually big on the screen.
Yeah,
and it was kind of funny if you guys would have just explained it to me earlier instead of gay.
No, trust me.
Leo, and this wasn't meant. Hold on. This wasn't meant to make fun of you, but it was adding to the joke that you didn't get it. So
that always does. If somebody that doesn't get a joke, that makes it funnier.
If it came across, hold on. If it came across as insulting, for that my apologies, because that wasn't
you're good.
What it was doing.
I agree. Like, when everybody gets a joke and somebody doesn't get it, it just makes the joke funny.
I'm not finished. I'm not finished. I took it off, and I now have a vase with 9 dolphins on it. So if Speed wants to make that big, it's a nice vase as dolphins on it. That's it.
This is
I did like the other one better, though.
That is pretty sciencey. So I guess we can go for that one.
I'll be right back. I gotta pee so bad.
Is it science?
That does look good.
What am I looking at?
I don't see any dolphins.
What do you think you're
9
looking
dolphins.
I have the
dolphins.
most confusing erection right now.
That is a very erotic vase.
It's 9 dolphins on a vase.
Yeah,
I mean,
totally.
I've
seriously.
never been so turned on by H2O.
9 dolphins.
Foreskin.
I can't help that you guys have your fantasy in the gutter. It's just a vase with 9 dolphins on it.
Those are some very attractive
Y'all
dolphins.
really don't
That's all I'll
see the
say.
9 dolphins? Y'all really don't see the 9 dolphins there? Wow.
Ah,
I didn't see the dolphins.
Those are some attractive ass dolphins. Okay.
No, I mean we do see the dolphins, but we also see something.
Do
we
you
also
want me
see
to show you
something
a
else.
picture of an attractive ass dolphin?
I don't even.
No.
I'm gonna admit it
I don't
now,
even see a dolphin.
I am way too focused on tits to see anything else.
Thank you for pointing out the obvious.
At least that's honest.
What? Oh God. All right.
Oh my God.
All right.
Fucking A.
Clearly, the energy of this room is very sexually charged.
Never mind.
Y'all motherfuckers need Jesus.
I know.
Meanwhile,
oh my God, there it goes. I'll be right back.
Damn it.
You need to get the female counterpart to that object.
I would love to see that.
I'll have to do a
So
look.
is
but
that like
this-
where you rub a button and then the lamp
But-
shoots light at
no.
you, or like how does that work? The female version.
I
Yeah,
imagine
you have to find.
the doorbell.
Yeah, you have to find the switch.
Yeah, well, if we made a female version, most men would be living in the dark for the rest of their lives.
Yep.
That's what I
True,
said.
actually, yeah.
That's what I said.
No, you didn't. I
That
heard
is
Leah
definitely
say,
correct.
Peter.
I said the female version is also available, but most men aren't capable of turning it on.
Yep.
That's what I said.
I agree.
True. True.
We
This has
continue
been a
our
great
movie.
stream.
And is there a problem with that?
Well, it's kind of
Depends on who you ask.
There's a problem with the fact that most men don't know how to get a woman off. That's really fucking sad.
It is.
Most
Brenda,
women.
Where's the
nerds
problem?
don't get laid.
Wait, does that include you?
Nope.
What?
Dude, I have to know how to get a woman off because the only thing I can be good at when I use it is my tongue. Okay? So I have to learn that shit. Right?
Okay,
buddy?
Leo, you're about to leave.
No, I'm not. I'm not
So
planning on
pointing
leaving.
out that men
I'm
can't
not
find a
leaving.
woman. Wait. So pointing out that men can't find a clit is acceptable.
I sure hope it
Apparently.
is.
Okay, does anyone else want to come in? Because I'm pretty sure Brenda or Amy want to come in.
Oh,
I'm just trying to understand the political boundaries of this channel. Okay.
Yeah, is Speed like, how PC is he?
Apparently, very pissy. I don't know.
we're just,
I call
we're just-
PC on you. Woo woo.
you know, we're not going to give details of sexual acts on the fucking channel. If
Who
you,
said
if you
anything
don't
about
mind.
sexual acts?
You don't
The
fucking
clitoris
mind.
isn't an act.
Who
it's an organ.
here was describing like the anatomy of a clit. I wasn't.
Okay, that'll improve things.
Okay, I hear a fly buzzing. Where's the
Yeah,
fly?
one of those animals is still alive because we can hear him.
You guys want to shut the fuck up now?
I don't. Wait, what are you
Here we were
talking
having
about,
productive
dude?
conversations, and now
I'm still confused. Who described actions? The only thing I heard was organs.
Yeah.
Like, is it wrong to talk
Yeah.
about?
Yeah.
Okay, let's be considerate. He says he has autism. That's a social
Apparently.
cue into not saying the things you're saying.
Yeah.
you know, Speed is just very trigger happy. That also is a fact.
That's what I don't understand.
Just shut the fuck up.
About
Take a
what? Like,
fucking
dude,
hint.
you're not.
Oh,
You're not.
look at
being
that fucking!
specific.
Look at that fucking thing. Check
Ooh.
that out. What do you
Are we
think?
gonna
of
look
that?
at some vaginas or what?
What the hell is that thing?
I don't think insects have vaginas, but
That looks
okay.
like Kermit the Frog got crossed with a fucking bug of some kind. I don't know what the hell that is.
Looks like that big bug.
That looks like a.
Wait, are you talking about Jordan Peterson? Because he's Kermit the Frog that got crossed with some sort of fucking insect.
Yeah, this is an actual
Yeah,
Jordan
that's
Peterson
true.
bug.
Wasn't there a Super Ghost cartoon or something like that?
Yes,
that
there was.
Space Ghost.
Yes,
and he had a co-host that looked like that.
Yes, that's where I've seen it from.
It looks a little
Problem
like
solved. Those orange eyes kind of scare me, though.
It looks like a turtle head, kind of. I don't know.
I don't know. We were looking at pictures of LPP's mom. I'm sorry, I couldn't.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, this stream was supposed to be about LPP's mom.
My question is, what makes you think he has a mom? What makes you think he wasn't grown in a test tube?
That also is a good question.
Yeah, he wasn't grown. He was brown.
I don't know what that means.
And bone. Never mind.
Play on bro.
Shutting up.
The play on. Okay, there it is. Isn't that cool? What the fuck is that head? Is just awesome. I mean, he looks a little like a turtle. It's fucking amazing.
I don't see it.
I kind of do. Like a turtle
weirdo.
Beak. Yeah.
Okay, maybe like a turtle beak, sure, slightly, if anything.
He's a pretty cool dude. Got him in the freezer. This is a video, or this is a movie that I recorded of panning through a pan of bugs. This one night's collection, basically. That looking at. Now
You
it
can
gets
see the
really
details
hard
of its eye.
when you go to 180 power. It gets really fucking difficult to focus this microscope, especially with the video. But yeah, that is a weird looking head.
Microscope.
You can't say microscope on this channel.
Microscope.
Say it's sexy.
Penis.
Say it's sexy.
I need praise to come into this channel to spur a new topic.
I'd rather LPP come in. I'm not gonna lie.
Really?
I want to talk about information and how little he knows about information theory. That's what I want to talk about.
Yep.
Praise just is too easy. Like, he just doesn't know anything about anything. I want somebody that's gonna post some sort of challenge, even if only aggressively.
So, Immutable, you and I need to have a little chat later.
About?
Little chat?
Yes.
Why a little chat?
Okay, you and I need to have a chat later. Is that better for you?
Yes. I'm fine with that.
Little chat.
About what
Little chat.
precisely?
Oh.
What infraction have I made?
Let's talk about foreskin.
No.
I know it.
Later.
Later. See, he didn't deny that.
Did I
So
what?
Foreskin.
What the fuck?
Peter?
What?
Peter?
Moving on.
Peter. It's not
Yes?
okay.
What is not okay?
Oh.
What is not
Face
okay?
Face palm. Yeah.
I just snapped a picture a while back of what went on your end.
That's it. That's what I look like during the entire fucking Saturday night. That's an actual live picture of me the whole fucking time.
Who's got a TV playing in the background?
I should have a TV paid in the background. We should shoot this in the head so I can go watch fucking TV.
Well, you can go watch TV.
I want to watch TV and eat food.
Watch TV.
If I go, yeah, then with you and fucking, well, yeah.
Me and
with you
Midnight.
Danny in here, it would be.
Danny's not in here.
Yeah, I know. No, he is.
Nobody has any cool pictures of me. I feel left out.
Okay, the caption is, I don't know what you mean.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know what that means.
Yeah, I don't know what that means. Yeah. That's the caption.
I need more alcohol.
Go get more alcohol.
I need hope.
Then go get some more alcohol.
Secular pagan mom soup.
Hey, Mega Bomb.
SPO.
Miracle foreskins or magic foreskins? Ah, that is a question.
What?
Miracle foreskins.
Oh, I thought he said immutable foreskin. And I'm like, what the fuck was that all about?
How do you know he has a foreskin? You don't know that. He could be fucking. His parents could be Jewish. You don't know.
Oh, hey, Danny. I didn't know you were here. Oh, wait, never mind. That's just Peter.
Yeah, that's me. I did get freaked out a couple of days ago when I logged in on Twitter and then I saw this.
Holy shit!
I was off Twitter for 2 days after that showed up.
By the way, is it just me, or is Danny really cute?
That's
I
just
think
you.
so.
That's
That is just you.
Just you.
I mean,
He's
yeah.
very-
Wait,
he's
well, let's
very
give Danny
effeminate.
some credit. Let's give Danny some credit. He apparently was cute enough to have trains of guys. Okay.
Cute like a
He's-
poodle.
Okay, well,
I'm not saying
better
he
yet,
doesn't look
he's
like
cute enough to be
I'm not
like.
I'm not saying he doesn't look like a twink. I'm not saying that. But
Midnight. Do you want me to help you out a little?
Are you saying
Yeah,
all
you go.
twinks are cute?
Yeah, I really
Oh
wish.
my
I
God.
really wish you
I'm not,
didn't
no.
share that.
Okay.
That's why I don't think he's cute, but he does look like a twink, which is why he can get trains of guys.
Well, most guys, if they're gonna run a train on a twink, think the twink is cute. So.
You know, Leo, I have a
not saying
question.
that.
I honestly have a question for you, but I
Go
can't.
ahead.
Well, no,
Yes, you can.
I can't ask it on air.
Yes, you can.
Why not?
Do it.
You think it's gonna
Come on,
You
offend
do
me?
that. You do
It's
that
either
every
true or
time.
it's false.
You do it, and if you're on the live stream, you can't say I've got a question, but I can't do that on air. Think on the people who are watching.
Stop
I
being
mean-
a fuck.
Okay,
All right,
fair
ask
enough.
the question.
Fair enough.
They're going to rip their hair out because now we're going to go offline. You get to ask your question. They'll never know what the question is. They're going to go to that. They have to go to sleep wondering what the fuck your question was
No,
and
Peter,
thinking about why. When I put up this picture, you came up with a question. So what could the question be? I mean, would it be related to this particular picture or not? You can't do that, Midnight.
Can you put that pic up there? That's kind of what my body looks like. Now that I'm looking at it, when it doesn't look like it's my body, it
Oh,
looks kind
God.
of good. Damn.
I didn't know you were
look
that
like a
white.
twink as well. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
What?
yeah.
I didn't know you were that white.
Wow, you guys really
I've got a
don't know
question
how to
for- I've got a
make
question for
inferences,
Sub,
do you? Wow, this is really sad.
Boy, can't take a joke. Okay.
Go ahead and shoot.
I didn't know there was a joke there. Sorry.
Have you even read Draper?
The most obvious difference that could
I
be.
feel like that's a reference. That's a reference.
I totally missed the last comment. Okay.
Don't worry about it.
This is just. I don't know. I don't know
So
what.
what was your question, Midnight? You gonna ask me if I like dick in my ass or something like that? Is that what you were afraid to ask? Because the answer is no. Absolutely not.
No. Okay. If Emilia Clarke asked you to put on a dress, would you?
I don't know because I haven't been put in that. I have no clue how I would react in that situation.
I know.
I'd probably put on one of her little cute sundresses and let her ride the shit out of me.
But Leo,
shouldn't have said
imagine.
that
But
on
you
air.
just said you didn't like
fair?
dick in your ass. Okay. Okay.
I said let her. I'm not even gonna repeat it because I don't want to repeat it because I shouldn't have fucking said it the first goddamn time.
Nope, you shouldn't have. You shouldn't have said. You go with your instincts.
The only answer I'm gonna answer is, you know what, Midnight. She wouldn't have to ask me. I would literally like just if I for whatever reason we can envision. If I was in her house, I'd be like, "Oh, this is a cute sundress." I'd put it on and come up to her like, "Oh, am I a pretty girl?"
So Leo likes the cross dress, confirmed.
Well, no, but I would do that to fuck with Amelia because it would be really funny.
But how is that funny? It's not funny because
To put on one of her own dresses and come up to her randomly and be like, "Look at me, am I a pretty girl?" Yeah, that'd be fucking hilarious. I'm sorry.
Hey, if it gets the job
Yeah,
done,
I see you're
it gets
trying
the
to
job
hide the
done.
fact that you're chuckling, aren't you? Yeah, because you know it'd be fucking funny.
No, not for reasons. Not for the reasons you think, though.
Hold on. I got something for you guys. It's not at all inappropriate. I promise. But it is funny.
Speed.
Not
from
allowed
Sponge-
prefacing.
Well,
No,
hold
it's
on.
from SpongeBob, so it's not inappropriate.
Well, hold on, Speed. I thank you for
that doesn't
hosting this
follow.
tonight. I needed to laugh. This has been fucking beautiful.
I also Speed. I also have something because I took a picture. Remember when a while back you said you were going to go away because you had your kids over and then you came back? Remember?
Oh, that's happened more than once.
Yeah, in those few minutes while you were away, your cam went on and I snapped a picture. There.
Awesome. That's
I
what
gotta
the fuck.
zoom up.
Yeah, that's a cute picture.
Looks like Rocket Raccoon.
That explains so much.
Wait. Okay. You know what? I'm not even gonna ask. I'm just gonna enjoy the image.
Is that how I got on Smokey's channel?
Probably.
Because I couldn't have done it voluntarily.
Like I love, you know what? I love raccoons. I love Rocket. They're so cute. Just look at them.
So Dessel went where to have a conversation with who? With Jason Torn somewhere. Where did he go to have this conversation?
Zoom.
Fantastic question.
Dessel, you should tell us.
He said he had a Zoom.
Oh, we got 10 people. No, we got 9 people in the room. Anyway, we're shooting in the head soon. You know
Again?
How soon is soon?
We're really huh?
How soon is relative.
Well, it said 5 minutes, 3 minutes ago. So 11 o'clock.
Which is in 4 minutes, not 3.
Yeah, my StreamYard account is running out at 11 o'clock. I just got an email saying, yeah, they're shutting it off at 3 or 11. Yeah, they're shutting it off.
Yeah, they're shutting it off at 3, not 11, guys. Did you hear?
No, 11.
No, it's
11. He let it.
No,
slip.
it's 11 because that's when the film when the film starts.
No.
What is going on?
Has to be 11.
No.
What's happening? Why
What
can't
is
I add them
happening?
Why can't I add them to the screen? Do we have 10 people? We do have 10 people. Shit.
Yeah, we have 10 people. We've had 10 people for quite a while.
Well, here's the thing. I'm gonna leave, and you can get on. Whoever wants to come on. No. Actually, no.
Wait, if you're going to leave, how are you going to have that conversation that you asked that you wanted to have? If you're going to leave, I'm just
Fair
saying.
point. Yeah,
just
fair point.
just helping you out here.
Yeah, I'm
See,
saying.
I'm not only mean. I keep an eye out for you, so you don't get into stupid stuff
Well,
like
I mean-
leaving when you wanting to have a conversation.
Midnight, go start a stream and fucking rescue me from this one.
What are you
really-
trying?
Hold on. Hold on. Immutable. Hold on. Do you really want me to start a stream? Because I will.
Yeah, go ahead,
I
start
don't
streaming.
mind. If you want to
Then you can
stream,
talk
go ahead.
Backstage. Parking spot for us.
I'll join.
All right.
I don't care.
Oh yeah.
All right. Well, fuck it. I'm starting my own stream because why not? Who needs sleep, right?
Yeah, everybody go
That's a
over
good
there.
point.
Fuck this channel. Don't watch this shit.
Hang on.
Fuck it in the ass.
Yeah, we're gonna fuck it in the head or something.
So you're saying you're gonna skull fuck it?
Okay, go
That's
down
what
there
I heard.
so we can let Drace in. And go set
Hang
that
on.
screen. And
I'm putting it for. Let's see. What time is it?
11:10 is what you should put it for.
So
Maybe 11:15.
All right. You know what? I'm gonna put it for 12. Oh wait, hold on. No, PM.
Steve doesn't use this definition.
Remember, they use Central Time. Not
You can't write that stuff.
Schedule for. You know what? Fuck it. I'm just gonna schedule it. I'm just gonna do it now, and I'll go live whenever. Create
What
broadcast.
definition of agnosticism are we talking about?
Let's
Oh,
not
God.
open it up.
I didn't know there was
let-
more than one.
let's not-
Agnosticism, as it
Yeah,
relates to
let's-
the proposition
funny.
God
It's-
exists, is
it's
just a
funny that he's
suspension
arguing.
of belief. It
Wait.
just means I have neither accepted that the proposition is true, nor have I rejected that it's false.
Okay,
It's only a
okay.
second order belief in the sense that you believe that you believe that you do not that you neither accept nor reject a position. But it isn't a propositional
Leo.
statement in the sense that any other statement is. So
Leo.
I don't know what the fuck is
Leo,
even being
quit
talked
bringing
about
Steve
here.
McRae drama into the hangout.
When did I say anything about Steve McRae? I was defining how
That's exactly what you're
agnosticism
talking
is
about.
I was defining how agnosticism is normatively used. You're the one that's intrinsically tying that to Steve, not me.
Boy.
Is it?
No,
Is
I
it-
think you'll find it's Icarus
No.
that intrinsically tied it.
Midnight.
I think.
Yeah,
Please.
it's in the side chat. In the
I
side
know,
chat.
I know, but I'm
private.
waiting for you to leave so I can let
Well, he
Grace
didn't
in.
do that. He was
Oh.
saying the same thing I was.
You want me to
somebody who
leave?
Was trying to
Okay,
insert
well-
No,
intersect
Speed,
it.
remember, me and Midnight have to talk after this, so that can't happen.
No, you're talking on his stream because he just linked the stream in the side chat.
Oh, okay.
Go to the stream so you can go over there.
It's in the
Well,
private
I
chat.
suppose.
Yeah,
So, Grace, what the
I'll
hell
jump.
did you
I'll
talk to
jump out,
Jason
Speed.
about?
I'm gonna jump out. Go let somebody
Okay,
in.
we'll see you, Dave.
All right.
Bye,
See you,
David.
David.
So our conversation. Can you hear me? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Okay.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Our conversation was basically on climate change and climatology. It's an issue, a field of study that I want to learn a lot more about. And specifically, we were going over some of the criticisms by climate skeptics like Alex Epstein and the Center for Industrial Progress. And Jason was giving me his answers to some of the frequent arguments made on behalf of climate change skepticism.
They don't make arguments. They misrepresent data that is obvious for anybody with an IQ over 50 to be able to see.
So the conversation went really well. Jason was able to effectively respond to all of the things that I brought up in conversation. And what we've decided to do provisionally is Alex Epstein just recently gave testimony in front of the Commission on Energy or something like that in Puerto Rico, and put forward like a bunch of climate change skepticism type arguments and stuff like that there in his testimony. And so we're basically going to go over that testimony in a stream, and Jason will respond to all the things that Alex has to say.
Is Jason a climate scientist? I actually
Jason is.
don't
He's
know.
got a PhD.
Okay.
Yeah, he's got a PhD in climate science, and he just also said to me that his master's is in geological sciences.
Okay. You know who else you could, if you wanted to, invite to that discussion? Mama Atheist, who is also a climate scientist. She's probably aligned more with me, where she understands that anything that is climate denialism is just straightforwardly bullshit that's not rooted in any factual data whatsoever. But I mean, she's worth her weight in gold. So,
yeah, Mama Atheist is probably the one you want to have there if you want to talk about a topic like that.
Although she goes by Pale Blue Mama now.
yeah, Pale Blue Mama.
Yeah,
Yep.
Pale Blue Mama.
Amanda.
Okay, I haven't met her before. I've seen that handle though. But yeah, so I'm sure I'll meet her in time. And but as of right now, it's basically been a conversation.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah, sure.
Are you saying that you consider what climate destructivists are saying with some merit, or are you just wondering the best ways to refute what it is that they're saying?
So I'm somebody who hasn't made up my mind about climate policy because I don't know shit about it. But I've followed both sides of the argument in terms of like, you know, basically like as it's unfolded. You know, I've listened to what both sides have to say, and so the response that Epstein comes up with, he doesn't actually deny climate change like some of the other people do. He comes up with this kind of alternative case, but still supportive of fossil fuels. And so that case, which was a lot better than some of the other kooky shit that I had heard, was what I wanted a cogent response to.
Isn't his argument something like, well, obviously climate's changed, but humans aren't drastically accelerating that process, so we don't need to worry about fossil fuels?
His argument is that there is a mild warming trend and that it doesn't amount to a crisis.
Yeah, that would just be explicitly false. I mean, I'm sorry, that is demonic. That there is no data that indicates none, absolutely none that indicates that it's mild. Not a single piece of data. And this is the problem. There isn't a debate. There is absolutely no debate on this. 99.3% of climate scientists are in agreement, and 100, literally 100% of the contemporary data is in agreement. There is a drastic shift in our climate being caused by humans, and we need to do something to address it now, or the Earth will be fine. Life generally will be fine. Humans will not.
Yeah, and that pretty much sums up a lot of what Jason had to say. I asked him about the magnitude of the climate crisis, and the way that he describes it is that he would say that it goes a little too far to call it an extinction type event, but nevertheless severe enough that and something that's going to come soon enough, and that's actually already happening in various ways, that we need to react.
We've seen it this year. I mean, we're seeing it literally right now. There's smoke coming over the Midwest from the east. So I don't know what that means. By the way, Cerberus, the definition, just really quickly, because I have to correct this. The definition you provided is something Steve has maintained for as long as I've known him, which is like 3 years.
Yeah. His own definition destroys his argument.
No, it doesn't. He uses that in his argument. So how does it destroy it?
Because his argument's based on his notation, and his notation does not reflect.
What is his notation? No, it's not.
Okay,
because it isn't a propositional belief. It's a second order.
This definition disagrees with you about that.
No, it doesn't. I've read his argument more than once. I don't think that you have.
That's a great conversation for Midnight's channel, which you can do next. But on climate change,
I like how it's getting an early skid.
So I did a calculation about 20 years ago, because I was really irritated with the whole, with nobody really talking about quantitative things in climate change. And it turns out we're putting 1% of the amount of carbon dioxide that's in the atmosphere into the atmosphere every year. Humans are doing that. So we're increasing something by 1%. Now there could, there are sinking effects too, but we don't know what the bottom line is. Like in 100 years, we're gonna, we would double it, right? And so we're changing something about the Earth, some really important fact or quantitative element of the Earth by 1% a year. And I think that is something to get alarmed about. And that was where I went from being skeptical about human climate change to saying, holy fuck, 1%? Really? Stop it. I mean, if we change the sea level by 1% a year, up or down, can you imagine what effect that would have?
So the Royal Society has just done a combination of, or collated some studies together and trying to come up with new policy towards climate change. So, Trace, I would also say, please check that out. That's quite interesting. They've got the latest data there.
Yep. Jason gave me a bunch of literature to look into. He also gave me a textbook on climate science that he thought was really well grounded. So I'm going to be going through a lot of this, as time goes on. But it's still a brand new field for me. Like I said, I followed the debate and the culture war. Actually having like a grounding in climate science is something that I don't have. So that's something that I'm going to pursue. And as I pursue that, I can come up with a stronger policy on climate for myself.
Okay. Immutable is talking to Midnight right now about dating advice for Danny and Midnight, I think.
He's married.
Danny's married. What the fuck? Jesus.
So if you guys go over there right now, you can probably share, get in on that before the stream goes live. I'm just saying.
Oh boy.
Gonna shoot it in the head, guys.
Good night.
Good night, people.
And remember, get your vaccine and wear your mask. And if you don't, my assumption is your IQ is like 40.
Get your fucking vaccine, for Christ's sake. What the fuck?
I agree.
Yeah. Okay, we're out.